on the beat.
Told the spoon to get your information. Told the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat Cape gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you about today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba.
Spoon.
Skibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa. Bese kuwa, kujileo. Kujileo.
Told the spoon to get
Yes,
your
I do.
information. Told the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
Told the spoon to get your information. Told the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon
Bada 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 bada. Skiddy biddy biddy da bado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa 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 kuwa. Bese kuwa 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 kudileo. Kuwa kuwa kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes,
your
what you want?
information.
Well,
On the spoon to be
yes, what you want? Satile, batile.
Spoon television.
Yes, what you want? Batile.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa.
Africa.
Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat kepa, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon
Beseku.
Spoon TV. Spoon
Bada 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 bada.
Spoon
Skiddy biddy biddy da bado.
TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa. Bese kuwa, kudileo. Kuwa, kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes, what
your
you want?
information.
Well,
On the spoon to be
yes,
part
what you
of our
want? Batile.
Spoon television.
Yes, what you want? Batile.
Spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon.
Questions. one is, have you been involved in such acts that have been alleged against you?
No.
That you and your security here at the airport are involved allegedly in an act of evading taxes by assisting business people take their goods out of the airport without passing through customs?
No. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Since I took over as security director of RIA, I have made a lot of arrests. The $1.3 million that was arrested at RIA. We arrested that money. We called John Security. Everybody was there. They went there, and that money was turned over to the appropriate authority, to custom, to LRA. 2 days after, we make another arrest on October 14th. We arrested one Thomas Corley that came from Dubai. When we arrested him, I called all of the joint security. He came out of the airport and he was arrested. We take him over to LRA. People, I left my house. I should be on the airport yet as a security manager. Almost 1 year plus. The apartment they gave me, they refused to fix it. Now, I left my house at 3:06 a.m. to come to RIA and I make an arrest of someone that was smoking, go out of this country. It was turned over to the joint security. Yeah. Since we've been making a lot of progress. We're arresting people that even come here using other people's documents, passports to travel. They are being arrested by my security.
What are the findings of those arrests?
If you arrest a man, we turn it over to the appropriate authority.
No ruling can come out?
Whatsoever ruling that come out, it left with the authority.
You should get feedback of the person who did the arrest.
Yeah, I mean, whatever that make, I mean, the police, they are the prosecuting arm. If somebody is arrested for using somebody's document imposter, we turn it over to immigration.
Yes, sir. With what you said concerning the relationship you have.
Truck people, they go there.
And let me say to you, if you mess Honorable Fire, if you don't elect him, let me say this to you, I will now run as senator coming 2023.
District number 17, yeah. District number 17, yeah. The rescue mission say yeah. On behalf of the rescue father, the rescue team, our vice standard bearer Jeremiah Kwanku, the rescue mother Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence. On behalf of the entire rescue team, we say thank you to district number 17. I want to say one thing in 1 minute and then I'm done. On September 17, they coming Sunday, it will be September 10, the Sunday after the Sunday that was September 17, we will shake this country. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to hear it. And all districts across Maserati County under the sound of my voice, by means of radio and social media. On September 17, it will be on Sunday. It will be after church service. Just what we did on December 6th on 2020. On September 17th, Sunday, we will shake this country to death. George, we are tired with this nonsense. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On September 17th, I want District 17 and Maserati County to listen to me. T-shirt or no T-shirt, cap or no cap, banner or no banner, sticker or no sticker. Come outside, let's check this country to drive we are a gang out of here. on this note. It is on this note. It is on this note. On behalf of the rescue father himself, Joseph Nima Pwaka, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, in the name of the rescue mission, blessed by the rescue mother, I now present to you the one who will assist me in the Senate for us to vote for you so NTA will not break down. For us to vote for you in the Senate so that the health sector can be restored. For us to vote for you and not to vote for ourselves so that push and drugs can leave this country. I now present to you the one who will vote for me, with me in the Senate, in line with Joseph Nima Pwaka's vision for this country, so that our teachers, our nurses, and our security people can be able to take pay handsomely. The one who will vote along with me in the Senate on behalf of Monrovia County, so your bridge in Clear Island can be built. The one who will vote along with me so that we can checkmate the public work minister so they can be giving contracts to public officials and you can see your roads and your bridges. I now present to you the one who will vote along with me for programs to rehabilitate young people so they can be able to go to school, learn, have education, go to job, earn their own money so they will not be doing Zekwe and Munya anymore. I now present to you Wilmot Tower you pay for Senator. For Senator, Wilmot pay. Wilmot pay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And while we're doing that, in district number 17, you want Joseph Pwaka to be a good president with a legislative agenda. We want district number 17. And we now present to you Madam Jennifer passed away for the House of Representatives. For the House of Representatives. For the House of Representatives. Thank you. Thank you. We have another area to go to in the district number 17, and you need to hear the message from the rescue father. And so I submit as I turn the microphone.
To be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep on gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon
Ba. Skidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon
Okay, folks, we want to say welcome to another edition of the program Spoon. That's the late night show on Spoon, the late night politics on Spoon. We are here live on Spoon 107.5 FM and other frequencies across Liberia. I want to say welcome to our ardent followers, all of you who's always making up time to join us here on this program. I want to say welcome. My name is Nelson Collier. The late night show is where you get to have a voice. We get to give a voice to every single person out there. As much as you can click on the link that is posted in the comment section, you come up here, you get to make your contribution, have your say on the different issues of national concern. So I'd like to say welcome to the program tonight. Let's have a great show. Tonight promises to be very, very fascinating. I encourage you to get glued to your radio. I encourage someone to watch the television with you. And let's have a great show here tonight. Let me just go across quickly and welcome our brother Moba Zokia, my co-moderator. And I'm encouraging the females to join us as well on this edition of the program. I see a lot of folks have already joined us here. The studio is gradually getting full, but I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to you, Moba.
Yeah. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you for a 40-minute time once again.
Is that the Independence Day t-shirt or what? I see Liberia Independence.
Yeah. I mean, you know, represent our country anywhere, everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That's a great one.
So how was the day today?
I had a great day, I think. Yes. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here again.
That's
yeah.
Good. Yeah. That's great.
So how was your day?
Well, you know, I got a lot of stuff to do today, but then later on, I fell asleep, you know.
Okay.
Wake up, do one or two stuff, and, you know, but my day was all right, you know. I have a very fantastic day today, actually. I rest myself a lot, you know, do some stuff that necessary.
Great.
And
so I just like to go across and
all right.
I just like to go across and bring in the guys because we almost, in fact, 30 minutes into the time.
Yeah.
And so I want to go quickly across. I see Sylvester is here. I don't know what's on the eye, Sylvester. Is it that you need some glasses now or what?
I do wear glasses, but I try not to use it often, you know.
Okay.
The other man I come with a group of guests there behind him. What?
Yeah. Well, why you always
you're
suspicious,
man? You know, you're suspicious.
My man, don't attack him, man. The man promoting his party.
No, but why the men always have females in the background?
These are our beautiful daughters and sisters, first-time voters. We are excited to have them on the rescue train. Because the rescue train is an inclusive train that includes every walks of society. People say the old man is old, so we like to reflect his youthful supporters with all the new energies and innovation. That the rescue train is a combination of entire Liberia.
All our baby bogus. I just one simple question will ask. All our people. The retaliation, the occupation. Listen. And my problem is they may starting with plenty people both. Recitation, occupation, the rescue mission. But let me say welcome to you, Prince. Welcome to Ray. I see Jerry.
In the villages, we gotta break the English down for them so they can understand simple English. Let's do it like that.
Occupation.
Number 2.
I think you will occupy.
You're straight ready.
Man, you like the way I face them now? I got them facing in the back.
Hello,
gentlemen. How you doing?
Hello,
Jerry.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let me say welcome to you, to Ray. Welcome. I see our brother Clarence Pega. Welcome.
Yeah.
I think this is your first time on the show, right?
My second time.
Oh, second time. Okay, welcome to the show, Clarence. Sandy, thank you. Welcome. Immediately as I started playing the how do you call it? The Delon video, Senator Delon video where he was talking about the 17. Immediately Sandy sent me a photo. The man said, Nelson, please put this photo up when I'm speaking. Mr. Cummings is launching. I said, what? Imagine. What if I not play the video? You know, but anyway, Emmanuel, thanks for joining us
we'll not
tonight.
keep promoting UP here.
Yeah. No, listen. Sandy, the platform is open to everyone. And I mean, yesterday I received a video from Raymond and I played the video. Though it's a promotional video, we sent their bill to them already. I don't know whether they saw the bill. We billed them for that video. That documentary they made us to play here last night. We billed them for it. You know, but at the same time, the platform is open to everyone. And I want to say thanks to all of you. I see Samuel is in the background, but no way to bring Samuel on now because we've reached the maximum 10 here. So we're gonna flip in at some point in time and get Samuel and Rudolph coming in. But I want to say welcome to everyone. We'll just go ahead and do our opening quickly because we're already into our time. We'll just go ahead and do our opening. We discussed this drug situation last night. Last edition of the show was great. We're talking about this situation with the drug, quote unquote drug. At the Roberts International Airport today, there's a release that came from the Ministry of Justice. The information minister signed that release. Well, there are some updates on that. Those of you who listen to the Spoon Talk, you follow some of the updates as well. We're going to be chipping in with that. And then we also will be talking about a statement that was made by so this release was from the Ministry of Information. There was a statement made by President George Weah as well. Campaign is on. The presidential candidates are campaigning. And the president said people should not be going here and there and talking things that he did not do. In fact, the likes of he disarmed the likes of Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai. He disarmed Joseph Yuma Boakai. So these are people who should be grateful for some of what his contribution has been, and plus other issues we have to look at here tonight. Very quick, but we will do our opening in just a minute. Let's do 1 minute for closing, since in fact we have a jam-packed show here tonight. Lots of things to talk about. So we'll start with you, Moba. And then we'll go across the table.
Yeah. Thank you. Firstly,
so we'll do it 1 minute 30 seconds. Let's do it 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, firstly, let me comment.
And sorry. And we're encouraging you guys to share the show. We're asking you to please share the show as you come on. Those of you watching, we would appreciate if you were to just share the show for us, so we have a great conversation tonight. But go ahead, Moba.
Yeah, as I was saying, firstly, let me commend Dada Richardson for apologizing to the VP. I commend her for that, although she was so harsh on the VP, but I tell her thank you. That's how we all need to live. When we do it wrong, we come out and apologize. Let me use the time to that tip on that methamphetamine or drugs case. Actually, that drugs issues, I knew about it before it could come out. Meaning, I studied about it, I go through it. It's more dangerous, more than even the coup that people talk about today. Methamphetamine that today was formed by the government, by the joint. Let me just say the AFL.
The joint security.
Not joint security. Let me just say the AFL. Because the joint security.
But the statement said joint security.
No. I would say the AFL. I only single out the AFL.
So you only give the credit to AFL?
Of course.
Why? Why you want to do that?
Because the AFL was not compromised. Let me tell you, if to say that drug issue, right? If they're not coming contact the AFL, they only come under the joint security, right? It was never come out. It was never come out. They were coming. The first of all, the poor already tell you say that was different thing. So what they said, they're coming come back and tell you say that like drugs. But because the AFL man knew what was there and he already signaled.
Okay, don't jump into our discussion for tonight.
Okay,
just do your opening quickly. You have 20 seconds to wrap up.
Yeah, so we urge our Liberian people to be vigilant. That drugs is meant to damage you. It can damage the nervous system. That's what it can do. So as we go on, we'll try to discuss how dangerous that drugs is at Summit.
Thank you very much. Sylvester, your opening, sir, 1 minute, 30 seconds. I have my timer set. So as soon as you start to approach your 1 minute 30 seconds, I will signal to you, and when I signal to you, just know that we are about to go to the next person. But go ahead, sir. You have your timer.
Good evening,
reading.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, people in radio land, TV land, and across the universe. It's good to be here again to discuss about our beloved country. What's on my mind is just some concern and whatever it is, and I don't know how people are going to interpret it, but again, everybody is entitled to their opinion. What's on my mind is this frequent travel by JMB. You are a leader. You are a leader of a country. You can't just be jumping in the middle of campaign. I gotta go to Nigeria. I got a meeting. This is the second time. It's not, nobody can stop me. It's not bad to travel, but be very transparent. What you going for? Who are you going to meet? That is what we call transparency. You are what you do. You are not what you say you will do. Okay? If you say you in your leadership, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. We want to see it from today's day.
So Sylvester, what do you expect? Is it that because JMB wants to become president, for every time he's going to let's say to Ghana, to Nigeria, for example, he should say he should provide the itinerary from what point to what point? What is he going to do? Who are those he's going to be meeting?
Now the thing here is,
are you also requesting same for all other political candidates, political parties,
everybody? If Kunis does the same thing, I will say the same thing. Tier 1 does the same thing, I will say the same thing. You have to set the pace. Okay. Now, when you leave room for speculations, there will be speculations. And anybody can come up with their own story and run with it, you know. But be transparent, and you don't have to go into details to what the scores and what. No. But at least let the Liberian people know he's a potential president, incoming president.
You're sounding a bit afraid, Sylvester. Are you getting a little bit afraid that JMB is going out there? You're afraid you don't know who he's going out there to meet and all of that.
No, it's not really from the point of being afraid, but it is just a point of being an example. You know, being a leader, being an example, so that other people can follow.
Thank you very much. Let me tell you the commenters thing. Y'all try to respect those on the panel here. Let me tell you, respect the people. Let me tell
you. Somebody say if I took my medication back, I'm waiting for the person to prescribe the medication now.
But interestingly, if you see the profile of male commenting, where you know that fake. Who goes by the name US Visa? So it means that the first name is US, the second name is what, Visa. I don't know which country.
You see, let me I beg you just 1 second. I just said this, and somebody is in the comment section saying, but isn't our current president and he does the same thing? Then why we should change him?
Okay, thank you. Let's move to Raymond. Raymond, what's on your mind? 1 minute 30 seconds, quickly, sir. So my Liberian people.
Well, so again, we are here to talk to you all, and it's because of you that we come here all the time. Because we are at a critical junction, and this time around, we can't afford to get it wrong. When we get it wrong, the effect is not 6 years, it's exactly more than 6 years. And we are unable to bear it. My brother just spoke about JMB telling the Liberian people whatever he wants to do, why and how and when. It doesn't work like that. There are times a grown man keeps his lip tight. And if we know what that means, with age, we get to know that everything you talk. Even the Bible says we should be slow to speak, because even the words you speak, people can twist it anyhow to want to turn it. In this life, you can't please everybody. When people start making demands on you and you start dancing to their tune, sooner or later you realize you're crazy.
But listen, Raymond, don't you see reason what Sylvester is saying?
Doesn't
that statement resonate with you?
Nope. He's not going based on he's not using taxpayers' money to travel.
Really?
So whatever he does is private, and privacy should be respected at every time. Right now, he's a private citizen as much as he's a political leader, but he holds no government office. He's not sponsored by taxpayers' monies.
So
we
Raymond is
cannot
saying that
delay.
until JMB can be elected into public office, he's not answerable to the Liberian people.
No,
the
he
Liberian people do
chooses
not
to tell the
deserve to
Liberian
know
people
where
what he
he's
wants to
going,
disclose. But
what
when
he's
he
going to
has
be doing
the
there.
taxpayers' money that he's using to go on these trips, that he's entitled to make a report. But right now, it's based on his own violation to decide whether he disclosed. And there are some things it should be when you're in an election, your opponents want to know all of your secrets so they can plan ahead of you. So when you start talking too much, you expose yourself to attacks.
Thank you.
Sometimes you could even say the truth. When JMB have said the truth, when he said we squander opportunities, it's a line to attack him. When he said he has a peacemaker in his, there's a line to attack him. So there are times you keep some of your truth to yourself.
No, but it's a fact.
Okay.
It
Thank you. Thank you very much, Raymond. We'll go to Prince. Prince, your opinion, sir. 1 minute, 30 seconds, quickly.
Thank you and good afternoon to all the panelists here today. First thing was on my mind, I would like to say a big thank you to Dr. Francine for her statement made today, openly on the same public platform that she was on when she insulted our political leader, Honorable Joseph Juma Parker. So I commend her for that. As a person that came from a very respectable background and also has parents, and her brother being like a son to JMB. So I really commend her for that. That was a plus for you, Dad. What's next on my mind? I really felt so happy and pleased today when I saw Foya District. I work in Kisipu and call it, my grandma used to call it Foya Dengue. That the citizens was jubilating, dancing up to now. They stayed dancing this morning on an Palawa hub. That's a plus. We know that CDC told us that they had that place when some of us went there, but now Foya Dengue that I know, trust me.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
I ain't
you.
finished, man.
Yeah, okay. You have 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, Cindy, you see, when the political leader is traveling, he has somebody or the press who will call the PRO, will give that declaration to the media. Our Senator Barry is going for XYZ. So you're not just going to jump up and just speak. Oh my God.
Okay. So if that's the case, why the PR people not speaking? In fact, it was not Cindy who made the statement. It was Sylvester rather.
Sylvester like me, eh? Why you talk? I love that Sylvester. I'm even cuter. I'm cuter than Sylvester.
If you cuter than Sylvester, then maybe we'll start to look at the age factor.
The thing is that you know the spokesman for the campaign is Mo Ali. Everywhere when the person was traveling to, when the incoming person was traveling to Ghana, Mo Ali told the spoon talk. Say Joe JMB will be traveling for XYZ amount of days. So relax, we're here the day and the time, my man.
Thank
Come
you very much.
going, brother.
Thanks a lot. Let's hear from you, Emmanuel. Your opinion, sir. 1 minute. Are you lying down or you sitting in the chair or what? Could you sit up? Okay. Go ahead, sir. You're live. Let's hear you. You are muted, so we're not hearing you. Your minutes are just wasting.
Nelson, like you're not reading the chat, my man. Yeah.
What's happening in the chat? Go ahead.
You muted.
Okay, so let's take Jerry quickly, then we'll come back to you. Jerry, go ahead. Why I try to unmute Emmanuel?
Yeah, thank you. You know, I'm a little bit distant from home, so I have to rush home maybe to rejoin you guys. But my opinion, I would like to say a big thank you to the people of Bumi, you know, for the love they demonstrated. You know, across this country, the day we visit the Southeast, they will understand that even the Southeast, that we have things that it is a pepper bush, he will be dealt with. And I would like to thank the people of Lofa in Bumi that gown the standard bearer and the vice standard bearer. You know, our people understand because you are not the one to tell somebody, say, if you tell somebody that last year I have food at my house, and then the person is hungry, they will not believe it. But then the people are the ones who feeling everything we're talking. So we want to remind them that this is a time that we all have to put hands on deck and ensure that we elect JMB. So the message is clear out there. And let me conclude on this note. On the 17th, I would like to say Monrovia and Liberia will be shut down. I trust our people. I saw a lot of people today in different categories printing their shares. Some of them, they're doing their own stuff. This is a clear message. I would like to say Joseph Baka, Ambassador Baka, and the entire government will not disappoint you.
Thank you.
When you in the village where there is an issue, when the country is or the village is falling apart, like the way Liberia looking, the best person you can go to, you go to the elder to find out. And let me tell my brother Sylvester, whether JMB go to this place, go to that place, how does that have to do with bringing drugs in the country? How does that have to do with the people are hungry? JMB is on a campaign trail. It is not your concern whether JMB leave 2-3 days. It is
but listen. No, why shouldn't Sylvester be concerned?
Sylvester, the issue is this is a private citizen, number one. Besides that, everybody reach out. He's not going to be like George Weah. He's not going to be like George Weah who will go to. Listen. One minute.
But you also agree that this private citizen is a public figure as well.
Yeah, but then, what is wrong with going to Nigeria, going to other places to meet friends? JMB have been an ambassador. He have friends talking to them. He's aware of the campaign. It has nothing to do with the problem that we are faced with in our country. So I want to say to you, JMB is fully aware of everything he said he will do, and he's aware of the timeline that on October 10th, citizens are going to the polls. He understands that on the 17th we are launching. So when the time comes that he travel, whatever, my dear brother, that is not our issue. Our message is both JMB, because he has demonstrated leadership, he understands. So the communication team will do an announcement. But I will join you guys when I get home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Jerry. But let's go back to Emmanuel. Then we'll take Cindy and then go to our brother Clarence. Someone says I should give Toure more time to use the broom tonight because he needs to sweep all of the unwanted comments on the platform tonight. But let's hear you, Emmanuel. I think you're much better now.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You're live.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this platform. I follow the platform almost every night.
Okay.
But tonight I decided to actually be on because Mobile tried to challenge me last night when I called and told him the information about the Correction Palace in Zwedru was wrong. And when he came back and said all the people on the show were supporting, yeah, that man doesn't know. I'll challenge anybody tonight who tell me that building was not built in 78. I'll give you 500 right now.
But
I'm from Zwedru.
You brought the information.
You're talking about the Correction Palace in Zwedru, right?
Bring the documentation or you got any article or something. Give it to us.
No. Listen. Let's not interrupt him, Sylvester. He's trying to make a point.
Sylvester.
Because I remember you are one of those persons who challenged him on the last edition of the program. So, Emmanuel, as part of your closing, you are saying that you stand by what you said on the show yesterday that the Correction Palace in Zwedru was.
Can you hear me? Are you hearing me?
We're hearing you.
Okay, Sylvester, what do you have to bet? Don't just challenge me. I don't talk.
I'm not here to bet.
Okay, but let me talk. Say you're not prepared to bet. Don't interrupt me. Let me get my time. I'll go.
No, we're not gambling here.
No, guys. Let's do it.
But let's stop interrupting me.
Okay, listen.
Stop interrupting me. I'm not your ordinary propagandist who just come here and talk to me without facts. Okay, I'm not ordinary propagandist. I'm not propaganda. I'm not here to run the trumpet of another person. That's why I put in Liberia. Okay,
Emmanuel. Okay, so,
so
let me just say
But
this.
Emmanuel, listen to the host.
Emmanuel, will you listen? Okay, thank you, sir. So we're gonna give you 2 minutes to lend your thought on that particular issue, because it was more like a debate on the show. You said one thing and the folks said another thing. With respect to that information, it's good that you've done your research. You've decided to come on the platform tonight. I appreciate that. Quick correction: Sylvester does not represent any political party on the show. He's neutral, as you see there, Liberia, just as you have Liberia there. So you don't represent any political party. So we're gonna give you 2 minutes. Let me just set the timer now. Let's give you 2 minutes so you can just go ahead and provide the information. Then maybe as we go along the show, we are going to have others to come in on that. But go ahead.
thank you, Nelson. I texted you last night on the number that I call you on. If you look at that number that I text you on, I sent you the website, and I sent you the paragraph that talk about the time that place was built. I am from Zwedru. My grandfather, Reverend David D. Talley, he was the preacher at the Zwedru Central Prison. I started going to the Central Prison since 1985. I used to be the prison worship leader there. Since 1985, I started thinking at that prison compound before the war. That prison compound was not built by USAID. It was not built Ellen's time. Ellen did not build any rehabilitation center in Liberia. The NCDDRR that was supervised by the vice president that was supposed to rehabilitate people did not build any rehabilitation center in Liberia. So when I said it yesterday, I was trying to correct him that don't say it was built by Ellen. He came after me and said, I don't know what I was saying. And people on the show said, yes, I don't know. That's why I told you, Nelson, I want to be on the show tonight. That's the main reason that I came. I don't just talk without fact. I give you the link. You have it. You can post it. And let them look at it. If it was not built in 1978.
So your argument is that it is not one of the achievements of Ambassador Boakai, right? That it was constructed before Ambassador Boakai became vice president of the country. Oh wow, he went. Are you still with us? Okay, so I think we'll move on to Sandy. Sandy, you can go ahead. He was trying to come through with a very important argument, and I think I will need him to resend that document because I'm going through my WhatsApp here. I have a lot of so I didn't save the number, so I'm finding it difficult to get it. But Sandy, you can go ahead. Just do your opening in 1 minute 30 seconds. So we'll go to our topic.
Put my picture up as I do my. I don't know. You want to do it now, or you're going to do it later?
We can do it along the show because I'm still trying to get it out.
Well, good evening to all of you, and good evening to our listeners, to the Liberian people. I want to start off tonight by just reminding our people and letting you know, if you do not know by now, that come Thursday on the 14th, the CPP will be having our launching program. We're going to officially launch our campaign. We are taking it to the people. We are taking it to Margibi. So we want to encourage all of you to join us on Thursday, this coming Thursday, which is the 14th, for the CPP official launching program. Mr. Cumming is the most energized, most ready on day one to face the Liberian people issues. So come and join us as we officially launch the campaign. The campaign is the Liberian People campaign. All of you are welcome. There is room for everybody. The same way there will be room for all Liberians when, not if, but when Mr. Cumming is elected president comes October 10th. We are energized. We are ready to lead this country in the right direction. On the issue of the drugs, yesterday
we're not there yet. That's
okay. We're going to get there. But I'm going to end on this one. I know we were not there on the Omen Boakai issue, but was brought up. I just want to wish the old man a successful travel to Nigeria. I'm not going to beat on him for when he goes, how he goes, and when he come back. I agree with Sylvester to some extent that he's a state man, and we should know his in and out. But I also agree with my brothers from the UP side that some information cannot be disclosed. I just wish him a safe travel. And let us talk Liberia tonight. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Clarence, you can go ahead, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead, sir. You're live.
Yeah,
Your turn.
what's on my mind? One thing that is on my mind is the issue of Ambassador Bouaka. Like 2 days ago, I was listening to the show and they were talking about he got fired from his first 2 positions before he became vice president. And then when I sat down, I said, "But the people they live in America, look, let me tell you, good people suffer in bad regime. Good people, you can get fired from your job because you're doing the right thing. Take right here in America, Donald Trump fired Jeff Sessions. He was not corrupt. He was fired. William Barr, a former ambassador to Ukraine, got fired. Okay, let's go back home. John Malu did not continue his auditing on Ellie, not that he was corrupt, but he was doing the right thing, and Ellie got angry. Okay, I know you open regime. 3 auditors got killed. Not because they were corrupt, but why? They were doing that job. So the issue is that when you get fired for a regime, it means that who is Joe? Joe is one of the most corrupt leaders we have ever had in our country. Who is Joe to be fighting people for corruption? So when you get fired for a regime, it doesn't mean you did something bad. In more instances, under a bad regime, it means that you were doing the right thing, and then your bosses or your top boss did not want you to do it. He terminated your service. The telecommunication, I think, deputy director got fired every time because he associated himself with another political party. Was he corrupt?
Okay, so your point, Clarence, is that even if Ambassador Bouaka was dismissed, it was for the right reasons. It was because he didn't want to wine and dine with those who were doing the wrong thing.
But there's no information in the public arena that shows that he was corrupt. If you are corrupt, get fired, go to court, and either exonerate say I found guilty and go to jail. But then people continue to say that he does not have integrity. He got fired from one position, from another position, and in a bad regime, where in America trying to fire almost half of a government official for telling them to do the wrong thing, and then they're refusing to do the wrong thing. And he fired them.
Thank you. Thanks for your point. So let's move to the broom man. I see he's waving his broom. Someone says we should give him 2 minutes, 30 seconds to make his point enough. But go ahead. Toure, the floor is yours. Say what's on your mind as you represent Councillor T. I won't gongolo here.
Thank you so very much. And for that viewer who vouched for me, may your table never go empty.
But you're supposed to say, may your house always be clean. You'll be sweeping.
But let me say this.
He coming cash out the man.
Let me say this. Well, that's a possibility too, Uncle. But look, let me say this. I'm not going to waste my time trying to manufacture something on the Honorable JMB that have no base, at least for what we have at stake. We're talking about a private citizen. Like me right now, if I want to travel anywhere, I don't have to tell anybody. Maybe if I want to be friendly, I can tell you guys. I say, guys, I'll be traveling Labrador tomorrow. But that's something that I would like to do. But I'm not under any obligation because none of you sponsoring my trip. All right, so I don't have to tell any one of you that. Okay, or maybe we're just trying to hold Honorable JMB to a certain standard, and if we do that, I don't remember the last time Honorable Tian Gongolo, my political leader that I support, that anyone actually asked him as to where he was going and to actually hold him to that standard. So let us not do that, and Mr. Cummings as well. But let me say this: Liberia right now, we are at a crossroad right now, where we have opportunity to get rid of this bad government that is leading us, with decent man, Honorable Tiaon Gonglo, the man that I feel can really ignite the transformation that Liberia needs. All right. So as you go to the polls come October 10th, make sure that you vote number 6. Because if you vote number 6, you are voting to end corruption. If you vote number 6, you are voting to get rid of this bad
Thank you.
Leader that we have in President George Manuel Weah. And if you vote number 6, you are saying that you are tired suffering and you are tired of the current status quo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Rudolph, you can take 1 minute 30 seconds, and then we'll go to Samuel. I see our brother Emmanuel Zaza is back. So Rudolph, take 1 minute 30 seconds.
Good evening, guys. I do understand what's his name, Sylvester's point. From you can see that the guy is trying to come on our side. So he just wants to.
No, they may not come in on your side. They may say, "Why JB traveling?" No, your JB traveling.
He won't be my leader, but he's not questionable.
You will start my time on. Nelson.
No, your time is on. It's moving. It's
we
going.
all know, Nelson. No, we all know that he wants to come over. So that's why he is asking these critical questions, because he wants to know who he's about to vote for. But I will tell you, we are in a period of campaign. There are just some info that cannot be out like that, because JMB is a tactical old man. All of his trips, I can assure you that they are in the interest of Liberia. But guys, it's nice being on here tonight. Like always, what is on my mind is the people's issue. Let me say thank you to the people of Bowman County and Grand Cape Mount County for receiving a rescue train, and I look forward to an insightful conversation tonight. Thank you.
Great, Samuel, you want to go? Okay, Samuel, is it okay? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to say hi to everybody. It's a good day again to be back on the shore. There are couples of things on my mind, and I'm going to say it again, Nelson. I think the Liberian people need to be very vigilant when it comes to these things. Number one, the electricity. We have election right in the corner, and the power keep going off, coming on. We don't want the guys playing with our election. That's number one. So the Liberian people need to be very, very vigilant in regards to that. If it will cost for some of us to carry torchlights or matches, it would be better we carry those things with us serving as a pool washer. And don't leave from there until your vote can be counted. Number two, I'm worried about this guy at the airport. The brother just talked about, people were saying all kind of a thing about Joseph Boakai, firing him from one place to another. You fire someone, but you have different government calling him in different entity or serving as a head in different entity. And finding somebody who is guilty of corruption, I think at this time, if they have something on Joseph Yuma Boakai, the quote from those days, for the 40 years that he served in government, they were going to be out, or maybe he was going to go to jail. That served as a stigma for him.
20 seconds.
The brother at that airport that was trying to talk, the John security head, I'm worried for that guy. I'm worried for him, his life. His family need to be very vigilant about what is going on right now, because the CDC government is good at killing people. So that's what I want to say today. That's on my mind.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your your contribution on the program tonight. We look forward to having a female joining us on the program. Once I see a female in the background, I'm going to create space for that person to come on. And I see our brother Okay. So since Samuel, you just made your point, let me have you to come here. Let's have our brother coming on to just conclude this thing because we have to move to our talking point quickly. Zaza, you back?
Man, mute.
You are not muted, but we're not hearing you. Are you there?
Oh, you hear me?
You hear me? Wow, something is not right with your gadget. Maybe you can I don't know, but something is not okay. You can log out and try logging in again.
Then you log out and log back in.
So Nelson, right?
Yeah.
If our brother Zaza is having a problem, I'd like to get clarity on the argument.
Yeah, but I want him to be on. I want him to be on while we
Let
do
him make
that.
a
I
point
don't want
first.
us to do it. Yeah, in his absence. He was raising a very important point, but we'll move on with our discussion along the line. If we can get him to come on, then that's fine. Then we'll move on with that discussion. But interestingly, yesterday we were here talking about this drug situation in the country. Well, we were not certain as of yesterday. As per the information yesterday, we could not say in black and white as to whether what was confiscated at the port at the Rivers International Airport was a drug or just a moringa, as was being reported.
Nelson, I'm not interrupting you. I will just be listening to the show while I drive home. No,
okay,
so I'm not interrupting you, but while driving home, I'll be listening to the show. As soon as I get home, you can put me back on.
Prince, don't worry. I'm here to protect your interests.
Thank you, brother.
Prince, that man thing you have to tell your 1 minute 30 seconds is all use the talk. He's talking about protecting what interest. Okay,
from
so
my office home, it's just like 15 minutes. So I'll be before you get them, I'll be there.
Great. So we'll remove him for now. So as of yesterday, we could not say whether this thing was drugs because contrary to the initial information, we understood yesterday that it was moringa. So we discussed it as in the context of moringa. But today there was a release from the Ministry of Information. From the Ministry of Information, I guess a lot of you came across that release. From the Ministry of Information, maybe I should have it on here. This is what the Ministry of Information posted with respect to that substance that was confiscated. Now, you all remember that when they did a briefing, I'm posting this in the chat room now. When they did the briefing yesterday, they then informed the public that according to the information, according to the individual who imported this substance, he said it is moringa, contrary to the initial information that it was drugs. So they were taking it to a lab for testing. So following the testing at the lab, the joint security now got to discover that this substance, which is said to be moringa, I'm just removing it because the font size is very, very small. I don't think any of you there can even see it. So according to the joint security, what was said to be moringa is actually not moringa. As per the test they've conducted so far, the tests are proving that this substance is a drug. And the name of this drug, maybe I may not get it right, but it's called methamphetamine. I hope I got the name right.
Yeah.
And okay, so this is a dangerous substance. This is a dangerous substance that has a lasting effect. Now, a lot of you here into you know more about this thing, and you're going to be coming in with that. But now, based on the investigation, based on the testing that has been done from the lab, the Ministry of Justice is now ordering the immediate arrest of the individual who imported the substance in the country. Now, So we're getting a few things here, and we're going to make our rounds on this. From the onset, someone said this thing is a drug. This thing was imported into the country, and someone said it belonged to XYZ person who is in government. Well, the person said, no, it is not mine and XYZ. But then in no time, the Joint Security did their investigation and came to the public and told the public that the issue, the substance is Moringa tea. Now the very Joint Security is coming back after a test to say that no, it is a drug. So it means that the initial information about drugs being confiscated at the Rabat International Airport has turned out to be true. Well, there is an arrest order now from the Ministry of Justice, but I'd like you guys to make your contribution to this. You can wait in your thoughts on it as we move to our next topic quickly. Maybe we'll start with you, Moba. We'll go to Sylvester. We'll take Raymond, and then as we go through the discussion.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Well, we all know the effect of that identical drugs, that narcotic drugs, right?
So let me just say, as part of our brothers, as part of our brothers' contribution, George, though he's not on the show, but George shared this screenshot with me, and I think he wants us to share it on the show. That yes, today we're talking about drugs in the country, but in 2015, that in 2015 there was over 6.2 kilograms of heroin, over 1.78 kilograms of cocaine and other substances that were confiscated in the country. So I think the point that George is trying to push here is that this thing is not new. You know, this thing is not new. Yeah, but you can go ahead.
I saw marijuana, not heroin.
Okay, sorry, yeah, marijuana. Yeah, go ahead.
Saying, don't be giving credence to George. Don't be bringing past things. His government is in power. His government is.
Samuel, let's just relax. We're coming to you, Samuel. You will have your time. Relax, Samuel. Let's have our brother Mobile to go on. George.
Yeah, let me address George for the let's say 30 seconds.
There you go.
So George simply trying to tell us that her government will keep doing what the past government did. So for everything, when they came to correct the wrongdoing during the other regime, but then do the wrongdoing to do more than what the other government have done in the past. So there's no argument that George rely himself. Now, for the methamphetamine, right? That drugs. I told you guys yesterday on the platform, the same platform. I said it was a change. That drug, it was a drug. I mean, a drug that was discovered to the airport. Because let me tell you, right? The AFL, that the only trusted security we have in our country. If they put our hand in something, if they get our intelligence, giving them information that is factual, you go as long they part of that identical investigation, you go or you come down. The sources that gave that information to the AFL, it was 110% correct. Now the reason why they never invited media when they were opening those drugs, because they knew what they were doing. If you say your hands is clean, as you claim, right? If you open the drugs, more especially, the government needed to invite the media, go live while they taking those drugs up and displaying at the scene where they're doing they're going at the seas from the airport. I mean from the seaport. Today we can't hear about that gun no more. We can't hear about go silent. So the drug issue. The plan of the drug the people are bringing in the country was to give it to our brothers, our sisters, during the election because the people got money. The government got money. During the election, so they can put people on the street to demonstrate. And let me get the effect of that methamphetamine. If you're taking methamphetamine, right? You see crude and other narcotic drugs, right? You can take them and maybe cool, maybe you hair yourself, you bought your hair, and they're looking at when you're drunk. But Madam Fella give, may you breathe. You can even see car and stay in front of car. You can even look at somebody and juke them as long as you eat identical drugs. Go read about that drugs. So the government plan for that drugs is to give it to our people and during election time. So they can get on the street to demonstrate, say, oh, drug we are winning. And it can be another chaos. But God be God and go on our people's side. They were able to discover it, and we tell them thank you. More especially the AFL. I submit.
Okay, so Sylvester, go ahead. Your 2 minutes on this issue.
All right, thank you. For me, I'm not going to look at it from the legal side of it. That's on the legal people to do. I'm looking at tomorrow and I'm looking at the future. Tiawa Gongro, Joe Boakai, all the presidential candidates, they're taking this drug thing to think that like it's something small. It's not small. Tomorrow you become president. This is a pandemic. And if you're not prepared for it, it's not about arresting people, because if the users at the end users do not get it, they will find it. Why people go smoke baby dappers? Because they need something. They are addicted. What are you doing about it? What's your plan? Okay, what is your recruitment plan? All those correctional officers, they were not recruited right. Our prison system infested. What task force are you putting into place that will attack this thing right from day one to seeing our community being clear? Because why? The crime rate is high because the people go and commit crime to support their habit. So all of these things have to be done. Effective re-entry program. What are you doing? When you get in power, before 1 year or 2 years, our people will still be dying. And let me tell you, in this great United States, like for instance, the state I was in, opiate overdose became overwhelming until the governor declared it a pandemic and everybody hands on deck. It was able to be minimized. Overdose were everywhere. For instance, let me close on this note. If a police officer arrests someone that is overdosed on opiate, the first place is not jail or prison. No. The first place is to carry the person somewhere where there will be detox. Then later on, the criminal offense can be followed. But until we can put an effective program in place, hire the right people, do the right background check before they can be hired, it will be overwhelming. This is a serious case. I'll stop there.
Thank you. So we move to you, Raymond. Raymond, you want to adjust your camera because you...
No, I was giving Sylvester a chance to make a comment.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead now, Raymond.
So, Nelson, we talked yesterday and you asked some questions. And I told you that you were talking about the fights and who narrative should be considered. And I told you the fights. The fights that the arresting officer wasn't even a part of the investigation. It shows an intention to cover up. And I told you another indicator, the time of the arrest and the time of the investigation. What that time lap is another indicator. The guys have been in the background discussing how to dot their T and cross their R. Order the very narrative. If this happened, what do we do? And when you plan to lie, especially when something is clear and glaring, it's difficult.
So, Raymond, are you trying to push a point across here that the guys tried to do a cover up, but it didn't work? Because
definitely.
I mean, this is the same.
And I've given you all the indicators. Yesterday, I told you that wasn't Moringa, and how I knew, because I don't live in Pluto or Jupiter. I'm not in outer space. I'm a human who got a rational mind. The issue of investigating narcotic, especially our entry point, our border point, the main airport of our country, should be a very serious, grave security concern. To allow 2 weeks before intervention of investigation, it shows a motive of a cover-up. And the person who arrested wasn't even a part of those people who came and told you, say, oh, this. And why did they put the journalists out in the first place before they could rearrange before bringing the journalists back in? It tells you a cover-up. But I tell you why it has to come to where it is. The AFL were trained by the Americans. The $140 million drug catchment in Monrovia that the perpetrators walk out freely. It was a tip from the Americans. The Americans got their eyes on Liberia. And the fact that was an AFL person who arrested it, there was no way the government could concede the case. So they had to bow down to truth. And truth has prevailed. But
Raymond, do you sense here that there was any do you sense any possibility of an external intervention?
Definitely. And I told you, the fact that the arresting officer stood his ground and not going to cave in. All the other thing I was doing, I told you, it was child's play that they were doing yesterday. It was an elementary play like, and it will amount to nothing. I told you that, not being an investigator, but just having a common sense and a rational head. That's all I based my analysis on. And where we are today, in less than 24 hours, the narrative changed because there was a cover-up.
Okay, let's move to Cindy. Cindy, this is where we are now. What's your own take on the situation? Yesterday it was moringa tea. Today it is a harmful substance. It has now been accepted or agreed to be a narcotic substance that was imported into the country. What do you think will have happened along the line?
Well, clearly, based on the video that we all watched, where the guys from the port has said that it was a tea, we can now tell here that there is a high deception. So someone lied to the Liberian people, and the justice system. Look, I want to give credit to the justice minister and his team. No matter what the intention behind their action is, I want to believe that it is pure. I want to believe that what they have done is a good work, and they did it in the interest of the Liberian people. So the good news is we know now that this is a drug. I mean, a lot of us said that yesterday. So we know now that this is a drug, right? That was brought to the Liberian people, and the justice minister and his team are on it. I would want to believe and hope that they will not allow anyone to influence their decision, that their professional ethics will take place here and follow this through very thoroughly. Now, because someone lied and we found out that this is no longer a tea, that means it's a serious case, right? So I will hope that someone will get in trouble for this. I will hope that someone will get into serious trouble, investigations will be done, and someone will be arrested and pay for their actions. Bringing this type of drugs to the Liberian people, a country that is already going through a major drug pandemic, I mean, it's a major crime. So I want to say thank you to the Justice Ministry, and hopefully that they will follow through on this. Now, I mean, with what you share from our brother Josh, I don't want to use some words here, but it's just nonsense. And excuse my French. I speak French very well. It's nonsense.
No, that's not French. That's English. That's English.
The reason we have
French, no, when a man says I speak French very well, he means he know how to cuss.
That's no, but
but man, let me continue that. So look,
let me say welcome, CEO.
There's a reason why government come into place. If you say because these things,
I mean, the man said welcome, CEO. You still talking? Why you? Is this
CEO,
wait. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Remember, let me ask a question. These guys that come with different.
CEO, you can hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
That was talking.
Okay. I just want to know why my voice is coming out. Oh, thank you. Go ahead.
But this is why I'm about to say. Remember, I need your attention in this one, Moba. Would you guys say boring people living room? Look at behind Emmanuel Zaza. That's not his living room.
No,
I mean, seriously.
I'm using a filter. I'm not using no room.
A filter. It make you look like a stingray, like a robot.
No, I want
like a 3-dimension.
I want anybody to recognize me. It's okay.
Hey man, stop my living room, man.
You don't want us to recognize you there. You can't be on the show. Let you undercover sedition. Let me put it back in the back. I mean, Sandy, you do the same thing too? You looking
let me take it out. Don't put me in the back.
No, the man took it off.
No, don't put me in the back.
The man took it off. He took it off quick.
Don't put me in the back, please.
No, man. You find all these guys then. You go on John Noble, you get the same living room. Go to the other person's show, they get the same background. Wait, but just use your common background, man. Come on.
Put Remo in the back. He using that. That's not his background.
No. Remo get better thing in the back.
Okay, I can go there too. I'll go back. You see what you doing?
No, but send you again. Political leader.
Remo get 10 in your back. You got 10 in your back.
I say that one. I say that.
Let me get you the secret. Get a better computer.
Yeah, Sonny, get something like get a nice computer. The resolution will be fine. But what happened is seriously, Emmanuel looking so bad. Emmanuel was split into two. Then now look at you. When I see your right ear gone.
They call my ear the same way.
We could not see Emmanuel rest of his face.
Your man, the man on your team did to somebody. I would not call New Year. Let me get back.
Call me. And you visit like bro soon. Look at Jerry on the show. Jerry, man, congrats, man. They make you the spokesperson for Joseph Boyka. Man, you're talking again, feeling that Joseph Boyka are you on his team?
It's a pleasure. You know, the pressure is what makes Georgia. He might even decline after December, September 17th.
I see your feet. This is the woman I always give her a hard time. They call her Emmy. Yeah. I mean, I got one of y'all. I got to bring a sister in you. By 5 by 4 who volunteering. We cannot take those. We have a lot of JMB people here. So I'll take one of them.
Then let me make a point and then I'll just leave.
No.
Make a point and leave.
No, Jerry, you hang out with me. I can't because of you, Jerry.
Samuel saying one of you.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back.
Thank you. Samuel, I'll put you in the back. Thank you, Samuel. We got to bring Emma in. What George with her? You're always forcing with this lady. Let me bring her in. George always forcing with her in the chat room.
Hey, guys.
A woman coming to speak French. She can
Hey.
speak
Good to have you.
Right now.
How y'all doing?
Good. You speak French?
Always have you here.
Well.
Where's
Pleasure to be
George?
here with
I'm
you.
here for him today. I know Nelson.
George said he should translate going to Labro.
How will you go? Listen, here's the painful thing, right? They may pay a way to go to Labro. Then they will beat CDC. Then you will have to pay away again and go back again. Come on, man. There will be no CDC will win an election. None. They will beat CDC. You know, so let me do ourselves for the last 30 minutes. Let's have fun tonight, guys. I caught you in your conversation. Sorry, I would take over just from the Bible study. Somebody said God rested on the 7 days. I said no, God rested. The person said God rested on the 6 days. It was Fagon. But I think Fagon was in error. To me, God rested on the 7 days. Then he just, but it's okay. It is what it is. We have to go to Bible study. Sorry that the Muslims do not know the Bible. Cherry, what's up? Nafuede.
Nafuede mission position trop.
Position trop.
Nenade.
Got a different perspective of that God resting deal.
Okay. What I would like to say actually is that
no, Jerry the man right. He was in flight. He was speaking. There you go ahead.
So
I understand all the data. The men spoke crying to me. I'm speaking through to Jerry. I can understand Basa. So go ahead, Jerry.
No, so I'm going to end on this very quickly.
Sandy, you go ahead. Sandy, you go ahead.
I'm going to end on this very quickly.
Sorry, let's work on the woman first, my man. Again, let's work on. Go ahead. Give your 2-minute opening, Sister Emmy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for having me. I know I've been giving you a hard time. Yeah. I'm here today to show myself, and I'm going to try my hardest. Wake me up if I'm slipping. I'm here to speak the last colloquy I know how to speak to talk to my Liberian people, because we're not talking to us up here. We're talking to the people that are trying to vote down there. So we need to talk to them for them to hear us. So thank you for having me, and I hope I can be help to you guys to your conversation.
I'm so sorry that George. I always see you and George conversation
I am
in the chat room.
too. I am
I
so
wish
mad that
George
he's
was
not
over
here.
here. It was going to be interesting, but it's good to have you. This
Thank you.
program is Nelson program. Thank you guys. Exactly, I would say this openly, for contributing to nursing, and actually, helping that a lot. He paying for the internet, and he buy a few just to maintain this program. The CEO, Madam Titi Cannon, can only allow the program if there's some produce for this program. So all the little stuff you send to him, he's a wise man. He pay for fuel, and he buy the internet, and you guys can have fun. The network is open to everyone. All right. If you guys want to create an afternoon program, it's up to you. Once you pay for your fuel and you buy your internet, she can make it possible. I also heard that Fagon is doing his program starting tomorrow in the afternoon. So we have this, we have Fagon, we will have the Spoon Talk, and we have the Dalet. Let's jam the network. Let's jam everybody in Liberia. This is election time. We're getting to the crunch season. So let's make it happen. It's good to have you, Emmy. So go ahead, Sandy. Let's hear what you're talking about, Mr. Cummings.
Yes, and again, Emmy, welcome to the show. I'm just going to end quickly on the issue of the drugs. I mean, we have said a lot on it, but one thing I can say here is that for a fact, the CDC government has not taken the issue of drugs very seriously. In fact, they have imposed drugs on the Liberian people, and we can see the results. Our young people are dying from it. The country is being destroyed, and that's why we need a very serious leader to tackle this issue on day one. It would take a lot of effort, a lot of collaborations and coordinations to ensure that drugs leave our country and that the young people are rehabilitated very effectively. And we do know one of the candidates among the rest has come on this issue very strongly. He went against the government in many ways, and that's Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings has talked about how he's going to address the issue of drugs, and he's going to start by going after the importers. For us to rehabilitate our young people and those that are addicted to it, we must also ensure that the drug does not circle or didn't go around the country. So to do that, we must stop the import of drugs in Liberia. And that's why we need to vote Mr. Edison Cummings as president of the Republic of Liberia come October 10th, so that all of us can enjoy the country that we love dearly. So I want to say this. This Thursday, Mr. Cummings and the CPP will officially launch the campaign. We want to invite all of you. Please come. Let us officially launch our campaign and let us put Liberia on the map again. Thank you.
This Thursday, Mr. Cummings launching his campaign?
Yes, on the Magibi. We are taking it to the people.
Today is Tuesday and you're launching on Thursday, and then you're just.
Don't interrupt now, Rudolph. Don't interrupt. I'm begging you. That's my begin. I just want to show something. We have something here for Mr. Cummings. I hope this will not be the way in which he launched his campaign, though.
CEO, can we move on, please?
But we're talking about Mr. Cummings.
You want for the show?
I'll let you can have your show. Mr. Cummings walking the people market and nobody say hi to him. I just want to share, but let's move on. Let's talk about Mr. Cummings. The message they are launching, everybody going to speak for the 1 minute real quick. Mr. Cummings launching his campaign. What say you? Let's go to Vakabina. Then we'll get to you, Jerry. 1 minute quick. He launched it on the 14th, you say, right? Yeah, he launched it on the 14th.
Yes, on the 14th. This Thursday.
What's your expectation, Ture?
Well, I mean, for me personally, CEO, my interest is not really to say anything disparaging about any opposition political leader. Because for me, my goal is to get George Weah out. And I just feel
but still, Mr. Cummings, he's an opposition political leader, but he's launching. You got to say your 2 cents in his program.
Yeah, so pretty
what's
much.
Your expectation? You think he will call crowd? You think Cummings in this to win? He's doing it in Magibi. We are hearing that the chairman, those in Magibi, they are about to resign. Some of them resigned, by the way. they left Mr. Cummings. We also received information that Mr. Cummings under his $3 to $5 million budget for the campaign. He gave each county $100,000. That's the fact. And the $100,000 didn't reach to the chairman. Those folks that are county chairman didn't reach to them. Some of them. Example, in Bond County, Henry Yala, they gave him the $100,000, but he called these guys in the room and gave them 500 or 600 there. So you think the people will turn up? You think the people will make way? You think the people will give Mr. Cummings a chance this election, Terry?
To be quite honest, in as much as support Honorable Down Gonglo, and I feel like he's the best candidate for these elections. But Mr. Cummings, look, I don't want to equip a crowd to any political dividend as we go into this campaign areas, because we saw this in 2017. When you try to compare, and contrast. They all have.
They using compare and contrast. He coming to take Taiwan Gonglo all of the race. Watch, Rudolph, let's go. Let the man play. Let the man play quick now. There. You think that fun? We get into the close of the election, man. Rudolph, what do you think, though? You think Mr. Cummings will gain from this thing, or you think Mr. Cummings is done?
CEO, I think it was some part of 2021 when I had a chance to meet Mr. Cummings one-on-one. It was somewhere in the US here. So so as part of our conversation, I asked him, right? I'm like, Mr. Cummings, you keep telling us that you are in this for the Liberian people. And the people at this point are saying that it is very important to kick out Mr. Weir. So they are asking you to go with the old man, because with that's a one-time win, and then they can be rescued. And he told me, he said, Rudolph, he talks fast. He said, don't go into any race thinking to come second. And for me, it was from that point that I realized that this man is not in the interest of the people. Honestly, I felt like maybe he is just in these elections to, I feel like he is playing for someone, CEO. Some of us may not want to call names, but I feel like he is in these elections for reasons that maybe one would be to ensure that JNB does not get elected, because I feel like it's just to waste votes.
Wow. Thank you very much. Let's go to our brother Jerry Nipa.
I don't normally like to say maybe Arizona Cummings, but he's fake out one, because look, we have fake. Look, when you fake, it means you are fake, because you cannot be pretending that you're going somewhere. Because look, we have a great message for our people. Message telling our people on the 17th, thanking the people of bombing and all of that, instead of talking about Cummings, to tell you that from the day I noticed that Alexander Cummings started showing some level of arrogance from the CPP, I knew you were going nowhere. So for me, I don't waste my time on him. We have great messages for our people, CEO.
Thank you. We'll come back to that, your message.
Yes,
bring in Fatima.
Thank
you. We'll bring in Fatima. Fatima.
Hi, hi CEO. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on the show tonight. To all of the panelists, I say hello and welcome. And to all of the viewers watching, I say hi. Thank you for joining. It is his right to launch. It is part of the process. But I just think, and I'm gonna say it openly, a vote for Cummings is a vote for Weir. And I know their only talking point is they have silent voters. But well, as we can see in Liberia, there are no silent voters. There really isn't. You either for or you're against. Or some of the people will come and pretend and be for you, and then last minute they will say, they're for whoever. But I just think that he has the right to launch, like we all have. But there comes a point in a man's life where you realize that the writings are on the wall, that this thing is not going any further. And as a person, if you want to have integrity and you want to look at the future and see that you make, you have an impact, what do? You you cut corners. You decide like this is not working for me, and then you sit down and people respect you for that. But he's gonna push it through, and he's not gonna go anywhere. But
thank you, Sister Fatima. Remo?
So I like to think of Cummings as a good person. But sometimes, electioneering has to do with the will of the people and your appeal, your messaging. And I think he missed it when he was asked to be a vice presidential running mate. But I'm afraid Cummings is being influenced by our former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who doesn't want to see a Joseph Yema Boakai-led government. Because someone who lived his life, a career development, was a vice president, that the most he ever achieved in life. For a company that sells unhealthy drink, comes to a nation where he's from, that he loves, and cannot serve a position below that. And you can't equate a vice president position of a company to that of a nation, irrespective if it's a least developed nation. The responsibility are too enormous for that of a nation. But Cummings' statement, I didn't see as a statement of an earnest one, but it's a political statement of rhetoric where you say, oh no, I came to be the top and not the least. But in your career, what you boast of, your greatest achievement, you are not at the top. You are somewhere mid-level management, or let's say upper management.
So are you saying that Cummings missed an opportunity here?
Yeah, and so the Liberian people are punishing him for refusing their call. Because in Liberia, we say the voice of the people is the voice of God. And when the people call you to service, and you choose that you know better than the people, our people are quiet, but they pay that. And I think right now, Cummings is not going to get the 7% that he once got in the previous election.
Thank you very much. Let me bring in my sister, Emmy, then Mobile will come in. Emmy?
Yeah, I think Sister Fatima and Raymond took my thoughts out of my head from what they already said. I took to think that Cummings missed the mark when he refused to go as a vice president to Joe Boakai. I thought that was his downfall too. But still, anyway, that is his right to do whatever he wants to do. And again, like Sister Fatima said, I too I hope to see the silent majority show up on Thursday. So, because if you're depending on silent majority to win the election, which I don't know, I haven't been around for too many elections in Liberia, but I never heard any history that silent majority won the election, came from somewhere and won the election. So, and that's what the ANC people and then some of the Gonglo, sorry if I got the name, people talk about silent majority all the time. And I never heard of it, not in Liberia. And I'm really hoping to see it this time around. But either way, I thought he blew it when he refused to go with Joe Boakai by listening to his people.
But the folks are saying that there's a chance for Cummings. I mean, they are saying that regardless, they know that Cummings is going to pull something out. They are saying that, listen, there's a hope somewhere in Liberia. People still believe in Mr. Cummings.
Not 2023, unless they see something we're not seeing, unless, I don't know. But 2023, you can say all you want about Joe Boakai. I mean, I hate to say this is his time, but sorry, it is his time because the people have already chosen him. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
To hear whoever said.
Thank you very much. Again, listen. We just got to set this right. Let me go to Mobile. Go ahead, talk to us, Mr. Zoka.
Yeah, thank you, CEO. Well, half of the ANC people, they're campaigning for George Weah, actually, because when you watch that show all the time on radio, on Facebook, YouTube, they always attack JMB. They don't attack CDC. We know that for a fact. So within our mind, we know that they are working along with CDC. But you know what? We're not getting the credence. We're getting the benefit of the doubt by electing JMB because we know the masses are already, conclude that, you know what, no matter what, we'll carry JMB. But when it comes to his campaign issues, I just hearing it today from my brother because we see no flyer, we see nothing like, people saying it all on the media, posting it and stuff. So like I'll just conclude on that. But Kumi going nowhere. I can say that for real. I respect him. Like he's a good man, but I think his follow up, just taking and dodging in a hole, and he's struggling to come out. I submit.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
CEO, can I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
interject, please? I was speaking to some Cummings people, and this is what they told me. And I just wanted to find out from the Cummings person on this if that's true. I asked them. I said, if God, because I truly don't feel there will be a second round. I asked. I said, what if there's a second round? What are you guys gonna do? And the lady actually said, we're gonna wait for what our political leader tells us to do. That sounds like cultism. I mean, like they don't have a freedom of their own, freedom to express or vote for whomever they want to. She was like, we'll wait for our political leader.
Thank you.
I
mean, thank you. I mean, for me, that's a good decision. Wait for your political leader and let him direct you. To me, that's a good answer. But again, to each his own. I want to say, listen, as we move closer to the dying, I don't know. Nelson saw me, he ran away. Let me count who are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to be here tomorrow, you got to talk to Nelson. But you guys are doing extremely well. Nipa, your political leader left, I think, in North Korea, right? Or South Korea?
Oh, he said who left in North
Korea? Are you in North
Korea
or South Korea? Where are you?
I cannot be to North, my man. North is kind of
The man gonna be the man went to Russia, so I thought where you were.
No. People, when George Rihanna can go to Russia and take something, and my source is Chesaka. That they don't want to do money. I mean, business with JMB is an attack.
Why are you calling your source there?
Oh, but because he sat on the spoon, he said it's an open secret. Chesaka said it that the people went to Russia and got money from there. And that's why when they lie,
so let's talk about your political candidate. I see that Nelson is back. He's trying to kick me off. You got 2 minutes to sell your political candidate the best way you can. Do not pick on other person. Do not listen, not Jerry. Do not pick on other person candidate. You sell yours. Let Liberian people hear you. Then we can open the phone line.
Okay. I would like to firstly say
2 minutes.
Thank you to our people for selecting Joseph Numa Boakai, because all of the support is manifested all around there. The only thing I want to show to you, on the 17th, Joseph Boakai, the entire country will be outside. We can guarantee your security. There will be a worship service to tell God thank you, so that the blessing and the inspiration that he has given us, Joseph Boakai, so that he can lead this country to transform our country. I just want to say thank you. And I'd like to also indicate that Joseph Boakai will not let you down. JMB is an integrity actor. The people going all around to look for a criminal record on Joseph Boakai. That's why if I see some of my friends in the CDC and other parties trying to find means to undermine JMB, there's nothing you can turn black or white to black some kind of way. JMB is saying to you, your agriculture issue will be addressed. He have done that before, he will do it. Issue of corruption on day one. He said, people, we know, he said, like you're in Banambe. He said, we know, I think there's 13. He said, we know where they're taking the money. We know what they are doing with the money. They will explain to us on day one, going over note. We will audit the government. We will not be like George who did not audit our government. When people say early government was corrupt, who stopped you for auditing the government in 6 years? Joseph Boakai will not let we and other people slide. Even if it costs for us to tell JMB to issue an order to ensure that the issue of all the stuff they are building. But we can tell you, agriculture, rule of law, education, sanitation. These are issues underpinned by strong health policy.
In your own. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's just go. That's Joseph Numa Boakai supporter. So we're going to bring in someone that was not. We'll bring in ABC. Sandy, you go ahead. Defend your candidate, please.
Yeah, well, thank you, CEO. And
if you got any other comments person out there, tell them to come. We got a lot of JMB supporter here. We got to balance this thing out.
They've been coming in and out.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Look, first, let me debunk some of these statements that were made by my friends on this show tonight. To say here that JMB has won the election, from their indication, it's a failed statement. JMB hasn't won any election, and Mr. Cummings is not kicked out of the race. Mr. Cummings' message has been resonating with the people. And we can see that everywhere Mr. Cummings has been, the people has come around to listen, and the people have shown their support to Mr. Cummings, and we can see that. To also say that Mr. Cummings should be out of the race and he's not going to make it this time. Look, this is a competition. Unless you do not know the strategy of competition, unless you don't believe in competition, that's the only way you're going to say that JMB has won this election. Mr. Cummings made the best decision not to go as vice president to Mr. Boyka. And the reasons are very clear. He came to serve the Liberian people at the very top. His ideas would have been silent. That, according to JMB himself, he said he was silent for 12 years as a vice president. He wanted Mr. Cummings to be silent and not serve his people the way that he intends to do it. And that's why he's here to compete and to serve his people. Look, the Liberian people, I continue to tell you this. We are not running a race based on who been here the longest. We are running a race to face Liberia. Liberia is currently in a mess. The George Weah government, all of us agree, has destroyed our country. The issue of education has been destroyed, our healthcare system broken, infrastructure destroyed, and drugs killing our young people. You, the young people, turn to tobacco in your own country. And that's why we need a serious-minded leader who understands the economy. And that's why Mr. Cummings should be elected, because he's going to effectively and efficiently face the Liberian economy so all of us can benefit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to Ture.
Yeah, thank you so very much, CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know Liberian problem has to do with our gross violations of rules and regulations, and the basic tenets of our democracy is not being upheld by people on top. And no country or nation progress in this modern democracy, or at least in the modern world order, if you cannot respect your own constitutional rules and regulations. And that's why we are asking you to vote for a man that walks, talks everything about constitution and rule of law, Honorable Tian Gonglo. They say, show me a friend and I'll tell you who he is. The pro-poor agenda that was introduced by CDC, it was the biggest scam that had ever happened in the history of Liberia. They didn't come to serve you. They came to serve themselves. And Tian Gonglo have consistently said this. Government, it's not about serving yourself, it's about serving the people. And we are not seeing that in this government. Corruption has become the giant that continue to disrupt everything. Because if we cannot solve the issue of corruption, then we cannot put drugs in our hospitals. We cannot have a proper health system and educational system. Because funds allocated to these various entities, they are not getting there because somebody's sitting on it. And the only reason why we're having this problem is because the buck starts from the head. And President George Weah, we have told everything. And he loved doing everything else. But the one thing the president is not doing is to lead. And that's why we, the people, from the Liberians People Party, we are telling you that the status quo, the current status quo right now under President George Weah, we have not worked for you. The election of President George Weah was an accident to begin with. and giving President George Manawi another 6 years. It will be disastrous. It will be catastrophic. He don't deserve another term. He deserves to pack his gangs along with everybody else to get out of the way so that we can have a serious leader in Obasanjo Gonglo, the man who's willing to travel every village, every hamlet in the country. The man that have done that past any political leader here. Everybody concentrated in Monserrado.
Thank you.
My man battle all over the place in the mud, traveling. That's the poor. That's the people servant that we're looking for. Vote number 6, vote Tiawan Gonglo for your future and the future of your children and grandchildren. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. The man don't just talk the talk, but he walk the walk, CEO. Thank you very much. That's all, man.
Why you making fun of Tiawan Gonglo?
Man, that's in a fly, man.
Let's go to Rema. Rema, you spoke already? Say your Kennedy, Rema.
Liberian people, our people, we come here every evening to speak to you because we are at a very critical junction. Where we go forward matters so much to our country. Our country is dying, bleeding, and is going under. Can you skip me? I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. The message country going under, we got to skip him. Let's go to my sister Fatima.
Okay. So I'm going to take a different approach. I'm just going to list some of the things that I am proud of for JMB. JMB is a man of integrity. All of his life was spent in public service. He worked hard for the Liberian people. All of his record is there for everyone to see about his honesty. He has a proven record, and I'm going to list some of them. JMB, as agriculture minister, we Liberians were able to feed ourselves and we were able to feed our neighbors. We're exporters of coffee and cocoa. The Liberia fishery was doing well. JMB is talking about holding people accountable. He's talking about anybody who's going to work in his government will declare their assets. And if you're making money and you're spending more than you're making, you'll be audited. JMB is talking about the wealth of Liberia to trickle down on regular Liberians. He wants all Liberians to enjoy the wealth of Liberia. JMB's life has been in public service, and there is not one tinted corruption on him. So, Liberian people, I'm not here to say, like other people, JMB has won the election. Our people are tired. He's talking about trying to make sure that all of our youth have a way out. When you graduate from high school and college and there is nothing to do, he's trying to make sure the country is open to the youth. He's trying to make sure people have jobs. Respect is in the home again. Mother is able to work, father is able to work to support their children. He's trying to eliminate kush to build rehab centers for our youth. He's trying to make sure our poor people who were able to fend for themselves are able to fend for themselves again. I'm begging all of you, all our VAR people, I beg you, I beg you, try. Let's come together for the common good of Liberia to elect Joseph Nima Boakai as the president who's going to unite our country, bring our people together, and take them out of poverty.
Thank you. Thank you, Emmy.
Well, thank you, CEO. I'm not a politician, and this is my very first time focusing on Liberian politics. But there's a reason why I am. I left Liberia 1998. Very little, child still a time. It was the best place ever to me. Even though there was a lot going on, it was clean. I could leave my house. My aunt put me in car, Yellow Junction, 12 o'clock at night. 9 or 10 years, and I'll be going Benson Street, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. There will be no problem. Nobody worrying about me getting harmed or anything like that. I started focusing on Liberia when George Weah became president because we all wanted to see what he would do because He was so much in demand to the Liberian people. For whatever reason, I don't know. So when things started going down the hill, all the progress that the UP government did, everything started going down. I started paying attention more because I had families, I had friends, I had investment in Liberia. And I went to Liberia. I felt so bad. I couldn't make anywhere out, not even for a good reason. The city is filthy. My beloved city that I ran around wearing penny all over the place, I couldn't even make anywhere out. That's how much I felt so bad. And I was like, this is it. This guy got to go. We love him on a sports level, but governmental, presidential is not his thing. And all the stealing and all the bribing, like the country is messed up. And I said to myself, if Monrovia, that they all focus on so much, is looking like this, I hate to see what is happening up Liberia, southeast, whatever. I hate to see it. And since then, I just been focused on Liberia. And I believe JMB because for someone to work in a system like that all his life, and no one can, apart from the propaganda, just throwing stuff out there out of the mouth, no one can bring out a proof saying that he did this. This is the record. I trust him. And for his age, all I know is that all he want to do is deliver, like I said. And someone who wants to do that, I trust him more than anybody else. They can say, oh, all the young this, or Judge Weah is not an old person. He's young. All the young people gravitated towards him. And what happened? I think Joseph Nyamubuaka, I'm not saying Ketawa Gongo is not the man, Kumi is not it, but like I said, Kumi's is not known in Liberia like Joe Barker is. Kumi has not done his due diligence that Joe Barker has. Kumi has been out in, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all out here, we can go back anytime. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's no way you can go in Liberia, even in the US yet. We all know that election is numbers. It's who the people are gravitating around. Trump is not a whatever, but that's who the people wanted. That's why the Republicans, even the one I never wanted him, supported him. It's about the numbers. I don't care what anybody says. It's about popularity. If you're not popular, the people don't know you. I'm sorry, you're not winning the industry in Liberia. And we want to get rid of Judge Weah so badly. And the closest person to that is Joe Barker. And I think if everybody really means well for Liberia, like they say it through that mouth, and we want to see the work. You can say it, but we want to see your action. We expect everybody to come on board.
Where in Liberia are you from? Where in Liberia are you from?
Marshall.
Okay. Ibaza?
Yeah.
Okay, and Fatima is Va, or Jerry's crew. Raymond, where are you from?
I'm Grebo, but I can speak crew. I'm Grebo.
Oh, you Grebo?
Yeah.
Raymond,
I'm from
where are you
Lofa.
Lofa, okay. I don't know what kind of tribe from Lofa, Pele, Loma, Bandi.
Loma.
Randolph, where are you from?
I am from Bapolu County. I am Bandi.
Bandi. Toure?
Toure from Bon County, Batala.
Which dialect?
Mandingo.
Pele, both.
Oh, Sandy? You from Grand Judah, you speak Crown. Okay. Mobile, where you from?
Kidman.
Oh, okay. It's beautiful. So we here. For me, I'm from.
But you mute yourself.
You are muted when
you mute yourself.
Yeah, if you got to know where you're from.
No, you Uncle P from all the country, the 15 countries.
All the country. Let hear from you. Then we'll bring in Mobile. Mobile and Rudolph will go.
Yeah. CEO, right? We all know Joseph Baga being a clean man. You know, all the things that people say about the man are propaganda. And when we look at the man, track record from the time he been serving us, public office, coming to be a vice president. You know, you will check behind the man, you will not see no corruption, they get nothing to show, no documents, you know. But let me just say this, right? When JMB having to be a president, I'm not use that word, our president, our incoming president, Joseph Nyamubuaka, right? he talked about strengthening the anti-corruption institution, meaning he will make a institution that will be focusing on corruption. And when you come down, instead engaging civil society in the private sector. You understand? So all the things we already know, our people know, engaging accountability and transparency. The transparency come with people who, before you enter our government, we got to audit you. When I say come, because look at when recently, when the people went for a hearing for the Senate, when as a entity, a transparent entity that went for the hearing, so they don't, and they asked the people for to declare the assets, and they refused. And other people were there, and the ruling party lawmaker, supported the idea that the people shouldn't declare the assets. So in our government, those are human government, we're not condone that. We will make sure anybody, before you go for hearing, you will declare your assets. You will tell Liberian people how much you get in your bank account. And when you become maybe Senate or not senator, any minister positions, your pay you will make will determine, will trace a record and see how much you'll be making. So like that, we'll know how much money you're making and how much money will be going to the Liberian people. When you're just sitting and local people, they're going to be feeding the way Joria government, but they're doing what they want to do. So Bwaga is coming with that transparency. Our JMB, he served as a vice president. Now one day, he just say he steal all the money, he take the one. So all the money are allocated to him. The money was for his office. The $2 million for his office maintenance pay, all the one he go in his pocket. He will see that money. In America, how many of us when we work, we don't see our money. The only thing we see when you go swap your card or when you see your bank or single, they say, oh, you get paid so and so. So he only get paid when he turn reach to get paid. But that $2 million, the people talking about calculating about, it never went in his account. It never go in his pocket personally. It was a budget that was allocated for his office. And they will get people who are controlling those that budget. And see, so JMB will be the best person to vote for. He will strengthen our economic system. He will strengthen our security system. He will strengthen our health system. That everybody, every minute Liberian on our voice or our voices can enjoy the benefit of that country, their resources, their gold, their diamond, their silver, their timber, every mineral in our country so they can enjoy it as some is.
Thank you very much. So something just, I'm trying to figure out something though. So where you guys with JMB making those new drafts and those changes, everybody coming, JMB will do this, JMB will do this. Is he talking? I mean, anyway, not my business. Sandy,
it's on the website.
It's on our website.
Oh, okay. Let me bring it.
And I believe it when he says it. I can see the honesty in his.
I'm not saying he's not honest. I'm just saying it's like everybody just know more than what JMB would do. But
it's on the website.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, right?
I got that a lot in college, but not anymore, I guess. So, CEO, our country is suffering from leadership deficit, and when we look across these elections and we look at those people who are vying for this office, JMB is the man, because when you are defining a leader, I mean, you will talk about honesty, you will talk about integrity, you will talk about experience, and you will talk about someone who understands the law of the pitcher, which I think JMB's life speaks to a perfect definition of a leader who understands the law of the pitcher. JMB has worked in government for all of these years, and there is no substantial evidence or concrete evidence to pin him to any form of corruption. And we do know that corruption is the major reason why Liberia has been stagnated when it comes to the economy and just like the poor health sector and everything. So having a man like JMB who does not know corruption, I believe that he is going to bring on the right people onto the bus, and they are going to look at him. And because he is a clean man, they are going to be clean. And if for any reason they choose not to be clean, I believe that he will take the right actions. Number two, agriculture. You know, I mean, if you look around Africa, agriculture is one of the biggest factor that grows economy. And JMB has a track record in agriculture, just like our sister Fatima spoke about. JMB, under his leadership, based on his past performance, we do believe that Liberia is going to be self-sufficient. And I feel like that is one key aspect that draws me to him. Because until our nation can be self-sufficient, the people will not vote based on policies. We see today, even our local elections, right? People give out cash, something like $100, and then you go and vote for them. $20, you go and vote for them. And honestly, I will not blame those people, because what can you tell a hungry man about policy? A hungry man wants to go back home and see his kids running at him. Oh, daddy has come with something. So if you can give that man what he can take home and make his family happy, he will vote for you. So until we can deal with the aspect of self-sufficiency, we are going nowhere. And who can tackle this aspect? Who has the track record? JNB. I submit.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we all have spoken. Let's go to Sylvester.
Except Raymond.
No, Raymond, you have not spoken. So let Sylvester come in, then you will close us on this one.
Let Raymond go ahead. I can't think.
Sylvester, we got one moderator. You either speak now or you don't speak. Which one?
Well, anyway, I
know you just had to pick from Raymond to make them fast, but you go then Raymond close.
Oh, yeah. I want. Anyway, I don't
see the nice affair before Raymond respond to him. That's why.
No, not for that. I don't speak for any specific party per se, but you see, the thing here, I'm reflecting on the CDC. You know, 6 years ago, the CDC, and this is what a lot of people were saying about the CDC. The best party, the best president. He has a country at heart. Man, it's this. He brought food to refugee camp, and this and that, and everybody. And Liberia is the kind of country where when they have made up their mind, they have made up their mind. You saw that video you guys were showing today on Spoon Talk. That video been circulating for years. Even the election time, it was shown. People saw it. But they say the man even kind of street naked. I man we won. And he came. And he showed us who he was. Good. At least he can come by again. The people already know who he is. So it's just my fear that all of these good guys that are running to be president, with the exception of George Weah, that one is clear, he must go. It's just my fear that it's just that a woman that has been abused multiple times. Sometimes you see a man who has good intent, but your past hurts you. You know, you'd be like, I wonder this one not lying to me again. I wonder he will not just use me and dump me again. That's how Liberia is right now. So I just hope that all of these good things that we are hearing, you know, that Liberia will really celebrate whoever wins, and Liberia will transform for all of us. Children will not go to bed hungry. Children will not sit down on the floor in class. Teachers will be paid. You know, we all can be happy with a country that we originated from. I'll stop there.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. That well said, though. You seriously, because of what we have seen before, we are afraid right now. That's a good point. Raymond?
My fellow Liberians, the difference that sets JMB apart from all the other candidates in the race, he got a proven track record of integrity, productivity, and corruption. He started off at CWA, where he worked, and moved on to the LPMC. He didn't stop there. He went to LCADP. He moved on to the Ministry of Agriculture, LPRC, and became vice president. wealth of experience with impeccable track record. Someone who has been tested and have been proven. He's not going to come and guess on the job. He knows what it takes. And what he cares about, he has told you repeatedly. Think Liberia, because if you don't think about things, you won't have solution. You won't have vision. Love Liberia. When you love something, you will be motivated. You will go even across the ocean for it. And he said, build Liberia. We need to build our country. We can't do that without you. You, the Liberian people. The decision is yours. That's why we need everybody on board. We need people from the Cummings camp. We need people from the Gonglo camp. Why? Currently, we stand at 44.6% of the votes. All those who voted, registered to vote, are with us. We've seen it in Bomi, we've seen it in Maserati, we've seen it all over the country. But we don't need to go twice to the ballot box to select a leader that we've done in the past. We can do it on one ballot. It's going to cost resources. It's also going to take your time, Liberian people. You got to get up from bed, get up, go stay in the queue, and cast your ballot. But if you do it one time, it's done. What we want to get rid of is George Weah, who have brought all the suffering on you. You don't deserve it. You deserve better. Ambassador Barker wants to give you better. He said, think Liberia, love Liberia, and let's build Liberia. Liberia is you, the Liberian people. It's not the country. It's not the ground. It's not the buildings. It's not the streets. Your life. And let's do it. Let us come together. I know some people don't want Gonglo. Don't want George Weah, but you want to go with Gonglo. Some people don't want George Weah, but want to go to Cummings. Why should we divide our votes now when our objective is to get George Weah out? I can assure you this, because the Unity Party government before was a government of inclusion. The ambassador is a leader, a servant leader, and a servant leader brings everybody on board who can do it well. And I know Cummings has something to offer, probably our Commerce, or maybe the National Investment Commission. Gonglo, of course, we know he's an astute lawyer. He stands for justice.
You put Cummings at Commerce?
Justice. And let's build Liberia together.
You put Cummings at Commerce?
It's not possible.
Thank you.
The man is fake.
Man, stop it, Jerry. The man will get Cummings.
I know. It's not fake.
Okay.
So since I'm not finished yet, you know that Sunday is coming the 17th. My Liberian people. My Liberian people, the 17th.
So guys, wait now. So we done, right? Everyone has spoken. Again, I will give Cindy.
No, CEO, I just need that 10 more seconds.
I'll be coming to you, my man. But I'm not a CEO, but I just you. I'll come out to you. I'm gonna just go back to Cindy because he's alone, and all of you guys have spoken. Let he have the final word here because he's from ABC. Go ahead, Cindy.
Well, thank you, CEO. And as we wrap up here tonight, look, when I come here, I try to focus on the issues. Unlike people like Jerry, who would come here and call respectable individuals names, things that I would not do. I respect Omen Boakai. I just don't believe that the Liberian people issues are things that he can face. I don't believe so. And that's why I am supporting Cummings. So I will not be personal. So Liberian people, I will continue to tell you this. Our nation is in a place where we need someone energized, ready on day one to tackle our issues. We do know with this issue of security, with the issue of healthcare, with the issue of the education system, we know the biggest of them all is the broken economy. We need jobs in Liberia. We need a candidate who can negotiate deals. We need a candidate who will not sell out our nation's resources. We need a candidate, a leader who understands the issue of our economy and can address that issue very timely. And that leader is Mr. Alexander Cummings. They shouldn't tell you this is not a political experience race. Liberia is going down the drainage. We don't need a sissy politician to face the economy. You need an economist to face the economy. And Mr. Boakai is not an economist. George Weah is not an economist. Mr. Gonglo is not an economist. And that's why Mr. Cummings is the best person to be elected president so that our job market can increase, so that the private sector can come back to Liberia. A government should not be the primary employer. When Mr. Bwaga come back, it's going to be the same system. Why are we afraid to change our system? Bring in new ideas that will transform our country so that all of us as a people can benefit. Liberian, we are strong people. We are smart people. We need someone who will enhance our smartness. We need someone who will bring the resources, the right people, so that the work can be done. So that Liberia as a country can shine. So that Liberians can benefit from their country. Thank you.
All right, so all the Unity Party folks,
Mm-hmm.
your daughter is bringing a book for you to read. He took it set up. All the Unity Party folks, we need only two of you to give your final closing. Then we'll go to Sylvester, who is in the middle. We'll take one. Y'all give it to the two females, man.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just coming back home.
Should I go first?
No, please,
Fatima, go.
real quick. For me, I am here representing the young people. They concept of the young people. So I think
Are we old?
Yeah, but you still
Anyway,
supporting Bwaga.
age
You
is not
representing
even
young people.
important in this. Before I just want to say two things, and then I will speak a little bit of Vi, if you permit me. PE teacher is not the
Because
ideal.
it's a communist PE teacher.
No. I just say running rate. The presidency is about
Wait, Fatima.
You can start trouble.
No, because we also Mr.
We call it Megan go jogging.
Yeah, he calling the man MP.
No, the man was what's his name? Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I can't really see the name. The name representing ANC. I actually said something about stamina or something. That's why I'm reacting. I'm just saying, being a physical education teacher does not give you the right to the presidency. The presidency is about ideas. About ideas and competency, bringing a team of people together.
Let's simply come up and leave before they put stuff for you. Got a man physical education teacher.
No,
the man ran a Fortune 500 corporation. He ran Coca-Cola. What's the other thing? Come on, now, help me, Sandy. Coca-Cola, and where did he work again? Sandy.
I can once remember I went to see a dietitian, and she asked me, she said, do you drink any kind of sweet drink? When I came from Liberia first, I was just like 19 years. I said, oh yeah, I always go to McDonald's and I drink Coke. She said, that's your problem. She said, those drinks are sugary and they kill you. So I'm not even going to talk about that. So let's just take CEO, please. Can I just make my 2 seconds? I'm just saying, be a physical education.
So your doctor told you say the cook is
diabetes.
Yes, sir. Please, you have to.
When did the doctor tell you that? When? What year?
I came to America in 1995.
And the doctor said Coke was a problem.
Yes, said soda. Please, he said, what do you drink? I said, I go to McDonald's all the time and I drink because I was in college. I was brand new.
The doctor was talking about this Coke that
maybe all of this one.
Yeah. The
so yeah, but anyway,
it won't be a worldwide product.
No, I'm just saying that I was advised by a doctor and a nutritionist.
But it's still a very unhealthy product.
And since that time,
overboard, they will tell you.
You guys should.
You drink water, they will say you reduce your water intake. Start. It's the same thing.
Okay, can I just?
Cindy,
can I go?
Yeah.
Can I finish? I was just saying, I said the presidency is about ideas. It's not about running a race or running a track, being on the track. It's about ideas, bringing brilliant ideas and brilliant minds together for the common good of the nation, where you guys put ideas together and lift the country from the ground up. So that was what I was going to say. Second of all, I want you to understand that George Weah, 6 years came too soon for him, and he's desperate. And we all the different political parties, we are all here for one goal. The goal is to save Liberia and get George Weah out. It's time for us to unite for the common good to move George Weah. So, can I please just speak 1 minute of advice to my VAR people to educate them as to the importance of this vote? Because some of them, they will hate George Weah so much, they will take pen and juke it in eye and disqualify their vote. So, I just want to educate them about that. Now, Mono, Walen Fatu Meke, Nana Lawo ba him and I'm a ball. Election, man. akoloba abinigba wajo we maybe mugunu mo wo bom no we akenu mmemeke na afọ na money no we akenu kembe je na wo ba me afọ we ke aja ogbo ya kwa abinigba wajo we asi majaja mema ajeve ana tewo ana wako amana wenu wa hospital enu we be nu amu wa teacher nu anu be anu power na komu me wo bona wo kone wa data nu be anu power na wo kone he na mono wo bobo jo we akomelo we vote ke Joseph nyima boaka be Jeremiah kunye wo kone mo amu e be depend na wo ma mu bunu mu depend em wo ma wo vote ke wa tai hi ima posto e ani pinti ke boy ma iya ke jo iya ke lo Joseph boaka kunye ma we imata jo we amai wo kone wo ma pa amai kaimenu ana to balaboilo wo mu ibonu we wo baika kuma wo baika. Thank you, CEO, for the opportunity. Thank you, panelists, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful show. I want to say thanks to every one of you. I know you're going to do your closing, but I'm done. Emin, it's good to see you. Fatima, Raymond, Rudolph, Sylvester, Sandy, Nelson, thank you. And you'll have a wonderful evening from my end. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
That means supposed to talk, right?
Yeah.
Well, I time now to close, eh?
Yeah, done.
Now closing, I don't okay, whatever.
Okay, yeah, you can just go. Then we'll take very few calls, and then we'll close.
Well, I was gonna talk to my brother Sandy, my child still alive kind of brother, but he always saying that we don't listen to people being in government for so long. We don't want the same system back. And I think that's kind of dishonoring when you're telling people that you don't want that, because even in the United States that we live, when we go for job interview, they want experience. If you don't have experience, I don't care your resume, you can get all the degree. If you don't have that experience, they will not hire you. So I don't understand why they always say, especially the ones that live in the United States, always say, we should ultimately be in government for so long, experience. That's not what we were looking for. Yes, that's what we're looking for. And Mr. Cummings worked in Coca-Cola. We're making this thing seem like it's some kind of big old magic like he played there. Coca-Cola were already making billions of dollars before Mr. Cummings got there. He was a manager. He didn't play any magic there. And then you're telling us somebody who been in a system, who have been tested. We shouldn't mind that, because Mr. Cummings worked in the almighty United States. That's not fair. And then talking about Joe Boaga, he will bring the same old system. Joe Boaga was living in the 60s, the 70s, the 50s, but he lives in 2023 now. The system that we're using, he knows the kind of system we're using now. They were using typewriter then. Joe Boaga is not going to go take typewriters and come bring it in our schools then today. So the old system is that he's going to use the system, bring the people that are around, the people he will bring around him are people who knows what we need now and what needs to be done in Liberia now. He's not going to work in every ministry. He's going to bring people who knows the job, who know what they're doing, competent people to do it, and people who knows what needs to be done. It's not going to be the same old system. Just start telling our people there that they will be back on typewriters, and they will be using paper. And when I went to Liberia, I didn't see any computer there either. You have people sitting on the long bench at the airport and have paper and pen in their hand, still writing. And this is a young man who play all over the world. He should know better. That's the kind of system we got. The old system, that's what they're doing, and he's trying to change that. And that's what Joe Boaga wants to do. And people should stop saying that he will bring back the old system. The old system having, even Joe Boaga know the old system having worked, because he says it all the time. People, their generation failed us, and it's a shame. And he wants to make that difference, to leave that legacy, to say, oh, Joe Boaga came and he made a difference, even though he was in the old generation, but he made that difference. And I'll stop it right there.
Well, thank you very much, Ami, for that. Okay, we've been joined by Samuel. Samuel, you can go ahead and take 1 minute 30 seconds to do your closing. Then we take Prince. to do his
Bro,
closing.
can I just do mine and go because I need to rest?
Jerry, you always running, Jerry. Why are you always running?
I mean, because Asia, right now, you know the time in Asia, in South Korea, it's 12:31. 12:31 p.m.
Imagine, Jerry, come down. Let's have Samuel to go.
You can eat your cake and have it, man.
Let's have Samuel to go, then we'll come back to you, Jerry, please.
My man, Jerry, my man, you supporting the UP and you complaining about time. You in Asia, 11:31 year, my man. Nelson, I want to say thanks to you guys. I mean, I follow you guys. I admire the entire conversation. And again, I still want to reiterate when it comes to this election in Liberia with the electricity. I want us to take this very serious. I want us to pass the message around. It's very, very essential that people go with the torchlights or maybe the matches to get their vote well together. And also, I'm sending all this saying to the people of River Says, you know, Emmanuel Yato have been doing well for them, and he has the passion to serve them the right way, which of course he's already been doing. And I'm telling the people of River Says to vote Emmanuel Yato. I'm not from River Says, I'm from Lofa. So I'm encouraging the people of River Says to get Emmanuel Yato, the next senator for River Says. And one thing I want to say again, Nelson, just give me like 10 seconds. You know, when I sit and hear people talking about Honorable Baka, doesn't have integrity, and the Helen woman that we all were hoping on to be that lady that could rescue Liberia, to put Liberia up to that higher standard. She was trying, but later she failed, and she took a lot of responsibility, especially when it comes to Noka. I'm saying this because a lot of people don't know. I lost my 12 family members from Ebola, and there was money given for the entire medical team in Ebola. When I lost my dad, my mom, my big brother, my sister next to me, 12 living human beings, and they were giving some, I think, compensation for people that die. Helen took all that money and closed it up, and she took responsibility of that from the health sector, even doctors, even people. I was the higher victims in the Bannersville estate. Today, that lady is going around against Honorable Baka. It pains me. It irritates me to see a woman who's supposed to stand up for the right thing. I don't know why when people see people doing the right thing, they hate them. That's why she's going against Baka. I want the Liberian people to stand up for October 10th. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Prince, you can just wrap up, sir.
All right. Father Mata, how you doing? And our new sister, I mean, how you doing? All right, so having sat back and then listened to the show, because I saw the CEO hijack our show to even there, so it's not a problem. He must have
No, I decided to come backstage because
no, I know you need to rest a little bit. Yeah, I know. But I mean, the thing there is that for my closing, I mean, we all know the 10 is right around the corner. I just urge my Liberian people that the shoes is on your feet, as I always say. You wearing it. If you think you still want to be a beggar to us, putting more burden on us, when you sick, like us, when your head hurt, like us, your stomach pain, like us, feeding, like us, scooting, like us, well, go back again and make that same mistake 2017. And Nelson, I sent you something in your inbox. Do you see it? The brother was talking here, about the facility that was built, I know, 1964 or what. Maybe tomorrow when you come to show again, at least you get to show
So the brother is not on tonight.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We can go into that conversation once we get him here. Yeah.
So I know I left you on one point about the Josh issue, but let me just close on that.
You have 1 minute, sir, to wrap up.
Okay, all right. You remember yesterday I said it. I said this brother, who is the head of the security at Private International Airport, already said it. I arrested $1.3 million according to the parties involved. I arrested another $1.7 million in goods, that is diamond and gold. I called the security apparatus again. And I told you that guy hand was tight already. It was tight. Why you think they're fighting today? Or they suspending on the time indefinite. If you know something that you don't have anything into that, you're giving them 4 days to resign. Within the 4 days, insecurity, you would have gone to the computer, take the hard drive, damage it, no source of it. You should have gone somewhere else on a hard copy paperwork and damage it, no trace of it. Then you say, oh, I don't know how it came.
Thank you.
That's why the President George Weah is doing right now. Giving them 4 days. Why you couldn't fire them today? Immediately.
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there. And I think we're done, right?
No, we haven't made our
I thought the two females did the closing for the entire.
For the UP, yeah, the females did the closing for the UP.
Yeah.
It's
Let me
conclude. Let me take my answer.
Yeah, okay. So let's have Jerry to conclude in 1 minute. Jerry, you can conclude in 1 minute.
Let's do that. Go with the regular route. Stop.
Okay, I have the floor, right?
Yeah, let's.
I'd like to tell our people right now. The indication I'm getting, green T-shirt is like gold. I mean, gold dust in Monrovia. And
we know you can be man, so go ahead.
And don't worry, I know you did it before. You did it before because you noticed that you got a husband that is sitting at home that cannot even get a job to do. Not that he happy to sit home, but the private sector is extremely weak. The only company that we are aware that Georgia brought to this country was Smart AI. That took your money away, your little susu money. You put it in it. Joseph Boakai will not. He said something the last time. He said, we are pretending to be working. Or we pretending to be paying people. That's why they are pretending to be working. JMB will add dignity to civil servant. The last time he said it, no one challenged it from the Ellen spoke, how they call people. That he suggested that let's take the people's salary from $15 a carry or small man. Because the first thing is the people purchasing power is very important. It contributes to economic growth. It facilitates. And what we need to do is to find the right people to be able to get money in the pockets of the people. That's why the 15, 16, let's just say 20 people are taking pay. He will not be like George Weah. He will not be like George Weah. So I want you to join out on the 17th. The same way you did for Darius Dillon. All of the promos, if you could just play my promo as I leave, I will.
No, but you ain't paying for any promo, yeah, Jerry. What are you talking about?
I'm going to say my promo, how the whole program, because I don't have the time to talk about it. But anyway, that's it. Thank you.
We play a whole documentary last day.
All of us waiting for inauguration.
Thank you.
Promo.
I think I'm there.
Thank you. So we
do our closing.
Already.
All right, anyway. Do my closing is
okay. Go ahead. So Prince is done. Samuel is done.
I just got back on Nelson. Is that my closing?
No, we are closing when you came on.
Yeah.
Anyway, let one myself. I know you give 30 seconds.
Anyway, there was a great show.
Yeah. 30 seconds, Nelson. 30 seconds.
Guys, you are interrupting Sylvester, please.
Sylvester, it was a great show, guys. I just I'm gonna talk to every party represented here. This is the campaign season. This is the vetting moment. The people you asking to vote for your candidate, they will vet your candidate. So no question is stupid, and don't take question personal. Even if the question is stupid to you, just say, okay, point taken, we'll look into it. Just so you want to win the person over, but don't make the person to look stupid, that they're asking stupid question. You know what I'm saying? You have to just, some things you just like, okay, point taking, we'll look into it and move on and stuff like that. And with my brother, with Cummings from the corporate world, he know about profit and loss. That's the only two things Cummings know, profit and loss. You know how I managed to know? He came and said, my man, go be VP. He said, no, that's a loss. What's in it for me? That's what a businessman look for. What's in it for me? But you know what? A leader will lose in order to serve the majority. But that's where he missed the point. And since 2017, he had to fight hard to get back to where he was, if he will ever. But he still got chances ahead of him, you know, and stuff like that. So we just have to be, we just have to be tolerant with our people. Sometimes they'll come down high, but don't go high on them. Just take it as a, you know, accept criticism and move on. Okay.
Thank you.
We all want a good Liberian. Thank you.
Let's take Cindy.
Cindy spoke already. It's Raymond.
Please, Raymond. Let me got one moderator here, please. Thank you.
Cindy, please go ahead.
Thank you.
We're not. I'm sorry to you guys out there. We're not taking calls today, please. We are.
I thought Cindy spoke.
So
we got one
Cindy, you can take just 1 minute.
You see that transparency and honesty.
We have one moderator, please. Respect the rule. So that's on your understanding of business. Your understanding of a common business principle is diluted, and I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Mr. Cummings came with a mission to lead the Liberian people. He sees a problem and problems that are confronting our people, and he said, I have the best idea to fix them. And you want him to be a subordinate on a leader who have told us that the vice presidency is a charade, that is just there, that he himself was muted for 12 years. And you expect Mr. Cummings to be in that same position. That's a joke. Mr. Cummings has a plan to face the Liberian people issue. This is a competition, and he's in the race to win it. And we are going to win it on October 10th. And the Liberian people issue will be addressed. And that's why we are here every night telling our people,
bravo,
vote for Mr. Alexander Cummings. Don't listen to these people. This is not who been here longer. We are not running a political experience race. Liberia is facing a different kind of issue.
Thank you, sir.
And that's why we need Alex Cummings to address those issues, the issue of our economy. And everything else will be faced on Mr. Cummings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So we are closing. I see the guys still want us to go to the lines, but sorry.
We're not going to speak.
We don't want to be get caught up at 4 a.m. No. So I think we're done now, right? Everyone,
are you going to give Raymond a chance? Oh, I might have to
listen.
The two ladies spoke for the UP people.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, gentlemen. I want to say thank you.
Yeah, it's okay now.
So Nancy, you're not getting. We're not just saying myself.
The UP guys, that's right, baby.
Let's do this. We have Prince here for the UP. We have Samuel. We have Raymond. We have Rudolph. Select one person that will do a 1 minute closing.
I'm here for the young people, so mine.
Yeah, but you support JMB. So see that one.
All right, so let me do my closing. And my closing will address some issues.
Okay, so you guys agree that Raymond should do the closing for you guys.
I will do my closing.
You
people are not united.
But nursing, right?
Okay, so Raymond will go for you guys.
We gotta in mind. So when you want to put us in a box, then tell us when the two UP people can come on the show.
Okay, so Raymond, do the closing for everyone.
So let me I've heard Mr. Cummings. And I've heard Cindy run with the same narrative.
Okay, so let's do this. Now I'm giving you 1 minute. I will give the other guys 1 minute, but it's gonna be real 1 minute, real time 1 minute. So
no problem.
I'm setting the timer now. So just
thank you. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you very much.
So
Yep,
please
the 1 minute
reset my
going.
1 minute, yeah?
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you please
go
reset
ahead.
my 1 minute?
Nobody's on. You already started.
No, everybody were talking, man. Don't do that to me.
Okay, so we restart. So yes.
So when Cummings and my brother Sandy keep running with the same thing, that the old system. For me, my elementary civic class told me the system of government is the arrangement that allocate power between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. So when they're talking about system of government, I don't know whether they don't understand that the president don't have the authority to change the system of government as to who enforces the law, who makes the law, and who interprets the law. But if the system of government means policy, then Joseph Yema Boakai has his own set of policy. And his policy has to do with improving the macroeconomics, infrastructure development, health, wash, environment, climate, human capacity development, including TVEC, vocational education and the likes, rule of law, transparency about governance and the like.
Sir. Let's leave there. Raymond,
corruption, and all of that, even addressing the issue of drugs in our society. So it's not the same. It's a fallacy when you come out and talk about change. You got to be.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Rudolph, go
Raymond,
ahead.
No, Raymond, take 30 seconds out of my time because I'll be very brief. Go ahead.
Okay.
So we got to talk about the 17. Everybody, please. No time to wait. You can't be neutral. You can't sit on the side. Please come up and make the country green. Coming up on the 17 just to show your support that you disagree with the George Weah-led government and what's happening in your country. The many nights you went home, you get hungry. The many nights that you lack everything you needed. Come out and let's demonstrate and show that we are against George Minor. You could be from ANC, please come out on the 17th. You could be from Tawan Gonglo, please come out on the 17th. And let's make Monrovia green. It's the green revolution. Afterwards, we'll go back to the soil and grow more food, and Liberia will prosper. Thank you.
So you'll also come out.
Raymond, I just took 7 minutes of your time. So
you'll come out on the 14th too, Raymond. You'll come out on the 14th.
Guys,
go ahead.
There is nothing like voting for Mr. Cummings or Mr. Gonglo in these elections. Whatever vote you put out, you are indirectly voting for George Weah. For we know the ANC is like an auxiliary group in disguise for the CDC. Here is it. If you think you are happy with your living condition, you are happy that your kids are on the street smoking kush, you are happy that JFK doesn't have medication, vote George Weah. If
Thank you. Thank you. Let's leave you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Samuel, you take 1 minute, sir. Exact 1 minute. So I'm setting the timer down, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. So my Liberian brothers and sisters, I always say this. The life you are living is not okay. Especially to my young guys. You see in Liberia, young guys and they are spectators in their own country with a lot of gray hairs now on their head because the stress. Some of them lash us because we play soccer while we not supported George Weah. I said because he doesn't have the same ideology with some of us. So I'm asking you guys, get on the train. To those that believe in us from the Bannersville area, what we have done for some people in the Bannersville area, I know one way or the other, you supported George Weah, but you're not saying the best for you. Get on the train along with me. Let's get Honorable Boka president for the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you, sir. That's all you there. And take Prince, finally. Go ahead, Prince.
Well, again, I know on the 17th, which will be on Sunday, I don't have to tell the Liberian people. Those that know that Liberia need to be rescued, I would tell people, go to joeboaka.com. The 4 pillars explain itself. So this time I kind of show, and I'm even talking about what the bureaucracy, where he platform XYZ. I would just go to the people to keep talking to the people. Y'all please put your life into betterment for the future of the children. the future generation of Liberians.
Thank
We
you.
go to Liberia every day. Our free put system is so bad. That's the reason why some of us start sending things for voluntarily to people. We stop it because you can't continue to Liberia. You spend what 10,000 to free the container. You see the other day, oh my say, why are you people paying for the CTN, the container tracking number? That number
Thank
when
you.
you get the container, the first
Thank
people
you.
get that number. Some of people you come back on Sunday, and I know you will come back. We will
Thank
shake
you.
that country on Sunday. I resolve.
Well, thank you very much. And
You can see
we
my
want
crop
to
is
say
green.
thanks to everyone. We appreciate the fact that we have 2 females on the show today. We hope you can both make up time to come up tomorrow. So we talk about the country. So I think we did justice today. It's good. It's a good thing that there's maybe if it's not gender balance, but somehow we have females here tonight. So I want to say thank you for showing up here, and we appreciate.
Fatima, my mother says she knows you well.
Yes. I think she
And
was
Nelson, I want to give Amy
Nelson,
her
comment in the
what she
comment
show
section.
me.
Please read it. I beg you.
What's that?
Nelson, someone talking
I
about
said,
gun attack.
give
Can
Amy
you just read
flower.
it?
What she show?
Someone talked about what?
Gun attack in Duper Road. He just wrote in the comment
Oh
section.
my God.
Oh yeah, that place is known for
So I think
these
just
kinds
like
of.
voice it
Elsie,
out and
just
stuff.
tell our people to say no to Kush and vote for the future of their children by voting JMB and JKK. 1 minute, 1 second. That's all I got.
Fatuma shouldn't come back on the show yet. She
Oh, you
attacking
say
me.
as you say A? You say as you say A?
No, I said Nelson. Let me sneak a
Nelson,
peek in there.
Nelson, we
Just
can't tell you
wait.
to say, hey, my
Vote
man, you
no
do
to
talk.
Kush.
But
Nelson.
Nelson,
Vote
if
yes
I'm
to
hey, so
the
what?
children's
I
future.
like
JMB and
Amy better. I
JKK.
like
Don't you
Amy
want
better.
better for
Fatima don't come back again.
Huh?
My man, Sylvester, me, my man,
Fatima shouldn't come back
Sylvester,
again.
me,
I
I
like
said
Amy better.
you on the tree, my man. Yeah,
So
man,
what
we
tree?
need you on the tree. My man, you know the tree,
She
man.
knows more about the issue than I
Yeah,
do.
You
my
need me
man.
on
What
the
a
tree.
tree. The
Yeah,
old
my
tree
man.
that will wreck.
You
You
need
want
me
me to
on the
die?
tree. But when
Yes,
I
sir.
That
ask
old
questions,
tree.
you say, my man, you're not supposed to know.
No, no,
No,
no,
not
no,
your business.
no,
The
I
man
can't
a
tell you
private
that.
man.
All I got
No,
to say, I vote no to Kush and vote for the children's future. JMB, JKK.
Sylvester,
That's good now, man.
Good
On a
night,
serious
everyone.
note,
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
to the
we know that you are
panelists and
part
to
of
the
us.
listeners and the viewers. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you and good.
Look at
it was a
Mobile
pleasure.
trying to come. Mobile, you came to
I
church
want to
today,
give
so I will
Amy.
put you on the screen and then throw you back behind. I will throw you backstage
I want
to
to
tell you
give
that
Amy
you
her
didn't leave.
flower. She always follow her comments. She always balance her comments. Amy, I want to give you a flower for that. You always balance your comments. Yeah,
Thank you.
My man, let me do my
yeah,
closing.
right.
I think you can come. Please follow Fatima. Please become on
My
the
man,
show
let me do my.
too.
My man,
Yeah.
let me do my closing bar.
Yeah. That's
Then he said, yeah, right?
Huh?
No. Fatima shouldn't come back here.
Bye,
JMB.
Amy.
you know. Amy, the Chinese say
My man, let me do
Fechan
my.
Ganshia, huh? Fechan
My man,
Ganshia. Ni
my man,
Lehigh.
let me do my
Ni
closing
Jen
bar. Let me do
Lehigh.
my.
Fechan Hao. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone.
Come
Mobile,
and
I
speak
want to say
Chinese.
thank you.
Okay, thank
Mobile,
you.
thank you.
Nelson.
You will do your closing tomorrow.
All
Nelson.
right,
Get
that's
ready
it.
now. Your closing.
Nelson, you
Bye,
forgot
bye.
Nelson, you
I let me
forgot
know what
about that little girl. You ain't saying anything. You
Oh,
forgot about that little girl.
okay, yeah. So
We're gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
I'll reach
Yeah.
out. I'll reach out in the course of the day. I'll reach
To the
out.
family and make sure you get a
Yeah.
contact number. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll reach
let's
out.
see.
Let's
Let's
see
see what we
how's
can
that
do,
goes.
my man.
Yeah,
Yeah, to see what
I'll reach
we
out to
can
her.
get a place where she can be able to swing from. Yeah, we can be able to work on that, my brother.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. That's great.
That's
Thanks to
that's
everyone,
what I
man.
think about that.
Thanks for
Is
showing up
she
I
tonight.
hope
in
you come out.
rehab?
I hope you come out tomorrow. Which is
Is
today.
she in rehab? That's the first thing she needs.
Not yet.
To
I
the
mean, she's not
pastor.
even there yet.
Is this
You
the
can't
pastor?
just withdraw from that thing. You need to be rehabilitated.
I
And
agree with
in
you.
the age she talked about,
And yeah,
13.
I think
Yeah.
we need to get in touch with her that they don't want somebody like that to get her in there. She needs to be rehab. You can't just get away from that stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
They have to clean you
That's
out.
yeah, that's reality. That's
Thank
reality.
you,
Nelson,
Samuel.
time for staying. Yeah, later.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thanks a lot.
guys. Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks to you all. Again, we send this out as an SOS call. An SOS call. We are getting reports that from and Nehemiah Kanga, that the Duper Road community, there's a gunfire.
Wow.
He says gun attack somewhere in the Duper Road area. White Sand, he says, around the White Sand community. I think that's the name of the community. So it's an SOS call to the Liberian National Police. I know you guys, you follow this show, you listen, you follow very well, you gave us feedback at times. So this is an SOS call to the Liberian National Police. The White Sand community, they're in Dupont Road. This is an SOS call. So again, Prince, I want to say thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate you.
All right, Nelson.
Yeah.
But we'll interface on Thursday, but
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
let's see what we can get that little girl information so that we can know what to do, please. I beg you.
Yeah, definitely.
But I will
definitely.
test you tomorrow. I will test you tomorrow morning because my
Okay.
Saya is just after 11. But I'll hit you tomorrow here, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I have a place in the morning, my man.
Okay. So folks, we want to say thank you. Till we come away again. This has been the late night show on Spoon. I'm Nelson Colette. Have for yourselves a good night. Let's remember to keep the peace. Liberia is all we have. In the midst of our disagreements, our different political views, one thing that we should all protect is the peace of our country. Let's protect Liberia jealously because this is all we have. Good night and bye-bye from my end.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, Stan Tunnel with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, Charges on the beat.